information about
You
this whole event. Okay,
promote
so
the shit too while you at it.
that's why
Just
that
do
was
the
my whole
whole
point.
shit.
Yeah.
There you
So,
go.
Team Racing Productions and the DC government is doing the high heels race of 2023, and the
Salute to the
high
high heels.
Right? They're running in high heels. It's a marathon. It's like a 4 or 5 block marathon, and it's in high heels. And anyone can join. You sign up, and then you run. Right? Obviously, but the streets are cordoned off. 5 blocks of the streets are cordoned off for this event. So because we are doing so, come out. It's next week Tuesday in DC off of R Street, or look up high heel HHR 2023 or high heel race 2023. So anyway, so we're going to be out there very early to get things started, make sure the sponsors, there's a lot of sponsorship. DC9 News, or I'm not sure it's DC9 News, but the news people are supposed to be there. The mayor is supposed to be there. So a lot of people that are going to be there, and Team Racing Productions, of course. And so in that was my dilemma, because I'm going out there early. Should I dress warm?
Is the mayor going to be in heels? Is it a male or female mayor?
The mayor is female. The mayor of DC is female.
Oh man, black.
Yes, she is. She's been the mayor for many years now. She actually got reelected.
Democratic.
Yeah. Anyway,
Okay, sorry, my
she
bad.
will be in heels, but she's not running the race. So that's another thing. So anyway, but the whole thing was, we were trying to decide whether I should go in a because I will have my Team Racing shirt on, and I will be out there with pink hair, of course. So you
Oh man.
pink hair.
Okay, this breast cancer awareness. Let's get the whole story. Like when you say pink, is that just for this occasion, or is this like breast cancer awareness related, or just pink for the sisters, for the ladies?
The pink hair for me is whenever I do an event with Team Racing Productions, I'm the one with the pink hair.
Okay. Got it. So all you weirdos out there listening, that's her, okay?
Don't go crazy thinking about it. Some political. Don't make it political. It's literally.
No, I didn't. No. I would just know because
exactly. That's all
you weirdos that are going to attend this event, you'll be the one with the pink
the
hair.
weirdos.
And there'll be like a whole bunch of people. No, I'm just joking. There'll be a whole bunch of pink hairs out there.
And the Team Racing.
I'm talking about the stalkers and the weirdos, not regular folks. There's a difference.
Last year, what happened was that we started early, and then we ended with an after party kind of thing on the street. Like, and I don't know if you've seen it on my Instagram, but like everybody's doing electric slide and everything like that. It ended like at midnight, the whole event. So it wasn't like, okay, well, we just got there early. So I was trying to ask the ladies, if I should go early. When I'm going early, and it's October, right? Should I wear under my Team Racing shirt a hoodie, which will keep me warm, but might be too warm because I'm running around?
What's the forecast? What's the weather forecast? There's a few things you got to look into before you make these fashion decisions. This is the pre-show filibuster.
Yes.
So check it out. Right. Look at the weather forecast. See what the temperature is going to be.
You're right about that. Let me do that.
Let's do this like we really, you know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you said that. That was a smart idea. That's why you need that male perspective. The low is 41 and the high is 67. So it's going to be a long sleeve shirt. Yeah.
There you go.
And
like, what time does it end? How late night we talking here?
Last year we ended at midnight. It could go on. Like,
I mean,
it's not going to go past midnight, but
but it'll be in the 40s because sunset is around 8 p.m. But let's, you know what I'm saying?
I'm more concerned about getting there early and moving around because it's a lot of people, even though it's night. Because last year it ended around midnight, but it was very humid. It was warm during the day.
Last night's weather has no bearing on next Saturday's weather.
I said last year.
Last year's, not last night's. You know what I'm saying? So just, you know what? Flip a coin. Just flip a coin.
I'm gonna listen to Kimmy Callie. She's right.
Flip a coin. All right, you were right, Kimmy. What did you say? T-shirt, long sleeve underneath. Long sleeve.
She said layers. She suggested layers. And I think that's a good idea.
There you go.
And T Rolling, not trying to be funny. I don't know what you keep in your car or whatever, but even if you had like maybe a shawl, keep it in your car, because you can always take that and wrap it around you and you can still be warm.
I won't be
No,
able
because
to.
she has to
That's
have her shirt out. Her shirt has to
Oh,
be
so you won't
shown
be
the
able to wrap it.
you
entire,
won't be able
entire,
to have
entire, entire
inconsistencies
time.
because I'm representing the brand.
Got it.
All right.
Like,
Well,
if you work at McDonald's, you can't wear a sweater unless it's a McDonald's sweater, right? Like,
I
Okay.
I didn't
got
mean to
you.
compare the brand to McDonald's, but I was trying to give you an
I know.
example. It's a uniform, right?
Yeah,
So,
Okay. All right. Got
just like
you. Salute to this. You have all week to figure it out. We're gonna get
I
into
got 2
the
days.
program now. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Problem solved right there.
There you
Smoke the
go.
problem solver.
Find out what the weather is. Done.
Find out the weather forecast. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's
Thank
it. And of course, that's my opinion. Of course, that's not what you have to do. But just giving out some opinions here. Let's see what we got
That's
here.
what we do here.
That's what we do. Salute, salute. So in the bag this week we have Star Wars. Return of the Boss Bitches.
Oh, yeah.
oh Lord.
God, why are we doing this? All right. Go ahead.
Gonna be lit. Gonna be lit. Salute.
I won't be in that uniform.
Salute to Rochelle in the
Oh,
building.
poor
Good evening,
child.
fam. Just got home from traveling, but I'm watching. Glad you got home safe. All of that good stuff. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Thanks for joining us, sis. We're gonna
yeah,
have a good time with this
girl.
here. So here we go. That was Return of the Boss Bitches. All right. Oh man, where do we begin with this? The ultimate goal of this conversation is to Tony D, he will be pulling up when he gets situated. He sent me a message. Salute to that brother out there listening. Tony D, what up? We're gonna get to a few things. We're gonna review one segment here. We're gonna talk about it. But the ultimate goal of this conversation is to try to figure out if we should legalize sex workers and prostitution statewide in the U.S. and all the states. Okay, so we're gonna try to. That's the root of the conversation. But before we get to that, we're just gonna deal with the common state of, I won't say dating, but the state of, because we're way past that. Star Child, yeah, pull up the look in the group chat. We have a there is a link in the group chat on IG. Star Child, if you can't, you know what? Hold on. Let me post it right here too.
Okay.
Can I
We're gonna
comment on
make
her
this.
shoes? She got the old school shoes on. She got
Go ahead,
literally
post
the bus
it.
stops at the
This
bus.
is not in. This is apparently, if you read this sign right here, this is not America. This is a general generated picture of things. So this is like there, because I was reading this language right here. This isn't somewhere. This looks like this could be in Dutch or something. I can't really see that good, but this is a different language. It's just a general picture.
No, I
You know
was
what I'm
just.
saying? But yeah, so the fashion might be a little
Oh, it might be off.
yeah. Would that be appropriate to run in the
Can't run in those shoes, yo.
in your high heel jogging, the jogathon next week in DC?
No, I mean,
Okay.
not really. No, you need high heels. You need heels. Those are bus stops.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, you
I
said
thought that was a corner.
Those are
But
corner
I'm
stops,
just
I
saying.
guess.
Yeah, niggas is crazy. Oh man. Tony D in the building. Before we proceed, I'll wait for his plug to come up, because then we're just gonna roll into the joint. Tony D was good in the house with a do player.
We'll see
Hold
you.
on.
There you go.
Let me get him plugged into the network here. Tony D
Yo,
was good. How you
hey.
doing,
yo,
fam?
yo.
1 2 1 2. We hear you, pimping. What's good?
Yeah, you all right?
How's my audio?
Everything okay?
Yeah, I'm going
Oh,
through
your
the
audio's
motions.
cool. We hear you.
Good, cause I'm in my new place and I ain't got no cable hooked up yet, so I'm running on cellular data like a bootlegger.
Oh
It's
my
bullshit.
gosh.
You don't got the, what's the name? Oh man, this is gonna be like a hot little Rochelle, look in the chat right here. The link is in the
Got
chat
free
also.
Wi-Fi going
Yeah, I don't
on.
want to. Oh, come on, wait, come on, player. Keep your trousers on, man. It's Sunday for Christ's sake.
I know.
Got clothes on.
Well, nah, what you folding up a pair of pants or something? This look kind of the view looked kind of crazy right there. Anyway, so check it out. So
We not
yeah, that
looking.
looked kind of crazy.
Change. We not looking.
Nah, it because it just looked like he was folding up some pants or something. Yeah, that shit just looked crazy. Pulling one of them fly boy away. Nigga always doing laundry every time we go online. Not Tony D, nah, this other dude.
Oh, it's another guy? Because I was about to
Yeah,
say,
yeah.
Tony D switched it up.
Nah, this other dude.
Normally cooking and eating.
My man Flyboy Way, always doing laundry, folding clothes and shit. Anyway, though, where were we? Oh yeah, so yeah, due to the current state of
Star Child is
uh
stage.
okay, hold on. All right, perfect timing. Let's try this one more time. Star Child in the building. What's good? We got a full house in this motherfucker. Let's go.
What up, though?
Yay,
Hey,
yay.
happy Sunday.
Let's
Happy
get it.
Sunday to all of you.
What up?
Hello.
Ah.
What up?
What up,
What up?
Kimmy Callie?
What's good?
Star
We
Child
here.
building.
We in the building.
Tanika, what it do? What it do, shouty?
Salute. So check it out. Damn, where was I? The current state of. So check it out. So damn.
You
The
still
current state of male
shit.
female relations. Yes,
Okay.
male female relations. Obviously, they got a lot of shit on the internet. People going back and forth, and oh, the men are this and the women are that. It's a lot of back and forth going on. I want to just hold on. Where the hell was this shit? This was so crazy. Oh man, hold on. Where was this shit at? Hold on. Where was we at? Was it this right here? Now this is wild, right? Because if you guys look at YouTube, you'll see like shorts and Instagram shorts, TikTok. You see the shorts, like the shorts are everywhere. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You got a lot of shorts and shit. So the shorts are it gets crazy. Shorts are everywhere, but the shorts are you see a lot of women like if you click on watch one of them, anytime you click on one thing, the algorithm is just gonna keep feeding you the shit. So every couple of things you're gonna get something related to some other shit. And
Yes.
it's just basically, oh, the men this, and then then it's the women that, and it's the back and forth, the whole shit. The whole shit show. So check this one out right here. This was really crazy. Like when this came across my feed, right? This was crazy because I'm looking and I'm like, wow, here we go again. But this channel is kind of entertaining, right? Because he does kind of what we do. And this guy is very good at it.
Okay.
Salute to this channel. It's called Beautiful Lies. I want to present this real quick and we're gonna talk about it because this shit is crazy right here. Like it's a hypocrisy, but what the fuck mixed with a you capping, mixed with a who
Okay.
knows? Yeah, this should be wild. It should be wild. So let me see. We're gonna share this shit right here.
Tony D is
Uh
in.
you back again, Tony D? All right, hang on one second here. We're gonna bring Tony D back. Let me set this up first. Give me 1 second here. So we're gonna go here. We're gonna go here. We're gonna go here like that. I'm gonna go back. We're gonna bring Tony D back up like this. You set Tony D? You in the building?
Trying to be in, man. My signal's acting up, so y'all gotta forgive me.
It's all good. Don't sweat it, man. Stay tuned.
Mhm.
Listen to this right here. We're gonna talk about this right here. Tune
Yeah, go
in.
for
We're gonna break this down as it goes along, reaction and review style. So let's get it. See what this crazy bullshit is all about here. So I want to try to get to the meat of it, but this is the epilogue right here.
This is the problem what I have for passport bros. My problem with passport bros. Y'all go to these third world countries, y'all get
Right.
these women because I just get me a woman over here. She's gonna sit down, she's gonna shut up, she's gonna
Yep.
do da, da, da,
And
da,
she
da, da,
bad as well.
and she's gonna be bad, right? And a woman in America says the same thing. I want you to do this, 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 and that for me. I could be that stay-at-home wife. I could be that stay-at-home wife.
Oh man. Here we go. So let me get into this right now. We're gonna skip the epilogue and his like I said, this channel is called Beautiful Lies. So we're gonna fast forward through his intro and all that other shit, right?
Okay.
But this is obviously the situation, because the whole shit, the passport, the this and that, yeah, because guys are leaving and they don't want the sisters because the sisters are bitching. They said you have to make $100,000 a year to talk to me, all of this crazy shit. So, a few guys checked out, and now the world is on fire.
Want you all to know
I don't
that
know.
I sincerely and wholeheartedly support passport queens.
You know what I do want to talk about, and we haven't got onto it,
Go on.
is the passport queens.
Oh,
Okay,
Jesus.
the passport
All right, let's
queens.
go. Passport queen, the delusion of
Because-
passport queens. Go
Let me tell you. So I put a little context, right? I put up a video about South London men.
I like a woman with freckles. I really like a woman with freckles. Not a big fan of your outfit. Maybe I'm not talking smack. Yeah, some guys like a little fluff, but just the tightness of your pants and the muffin top that's coming out
Oh,
is just not a good look. Let's
I
go.
covered
And I
that
put up a
on
video. I was
purpose.
like, go to South London.
Okay.
I tried.
men, these men are
There's a reason.
fine,
I
all this
tried.
other stuff, right? You go out the country and you go to try to date out the country, those men are going to treat you better.
and that's the same thing the guys say when they go out the country.
But-
Shout out to King Riches, man. I'm glad to see him doing his thing after all the fiasco over there with She Who Shall Not Be Named in this live stream. Love that studio. That
seen that
studio
lady?
is dope. Gave me some ideas.
Podcast.
Oh yeah, that's Just Pearly Things. She was involved in a shit show whirlwind of controversy a couple of months back when, because she was given a pass and kind of promoted by the black community and endorsed by the black community, and she invited someone on her broadcast was openly racist and had
Wow.
a few bad things to say. So that didn't sit right with the community. So yeah. So it's been kind of crazy with her. That was a few months back, but we'll continue.
Okay.
Is some stuff to do with mine, but they're talking about the passport queens. I honestly and wholeheartedly support the passport queens. Let's go, passport queens.
See,
them
it's
now.
two different. There's two different things. So everybody's on this whole passport bros, passport bros. Y'all are going to these third world countries.
So,
Ooh, third world countries. Tell him, Ma. Tell him. She's so right, yo. She's so right. I support this message.
And you're picking up women who have been taught since this age, go get you a rich American man, a rich whatever UK man. Go get you a rich man that could give you a better life, right?
This isn't an age. That's a height. But I'm with you. We're tracking. We're tracking Freckles. We're going to call her Freckles. Let's go, Freckles, because I don't know her real name. Let's go. Shout out to Freckles.
That's what they tell.
they
No,
didn't put nationality on it.
No.
They put, go find a decent man that can take care of you.
I just got a question here for everybody on the panel. I want to pause, right?
Mhm.
Isn't that what women, a general consensus of women all around the world, whether it's America, this, that, the other? That's kind of like the fairy tale. You meet a rich person, a rich man that you're in love with, and he takes care of you, pays all the bills, all of that good shit. Isn't that like the dream of? Well, I mean, the majority of women would prefer not to go to work 40 hours a week and at a job that they generally don't like, because most Americans, the majority, as in 51%. So when I say the majority, I mean the majority of people don't like their job, and if they had a chance to, they would stay home and not work because everybody would like to hit the lottery. So the equivalent of the lottery for a female is if you get married to the man you love and he just so happens to be rich. That's great. So you don't have to work. You can stay home, raise the kids and stuff, right? I'm just thinking 51% of women would more than likely agree with me. Not necessarily the ladies on the panel.
The reason why I disagree with that, I would
51%?
I think it would be probably 50-50. Tony D says, yep, I guess Tony D agrees with you.
Okay.
Is that women would want to win the lotto and win the lotto, right? That lotto would be their lotto, not just
the lottery is a rich husband, like to meet a husband that's willing to pay the bills and stuff. That's what I'm saying.
The same thing that a man would want to win the lotto. Oh, I want to win the lotto.
Yeah, I would not like to work every day.
Right.
So that's like winning the lotto. So I would like to
have
married a millionaire woman. So let's not turn this into a debate and get way, way off track. I was just making a
You
quick
said
reference
51%,
point.
and I wouldn't think so.
Okay, I'm wrong. Okay. 1% of women in the world would like to be a housewife and raise the children and not work and meet a
I
rich
would say
man.
that's wrong too.
And
Just
then
'cause
be
not
a traditional
every man-
wife.
Fine, tell her.
I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, the majority of women would rather work 40 hours a week. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Him. That's
Yes,
what
but
they're
when
paying
they,
for.
I'm
Don't
telling
try add that new caveat.
I
oh,
am-
man, a rich
no,
American man.
I'm gonna tell
That's
you,
not what they're for.
whatever I say is because this is stuff that I've seen. If I say something, I only talk about experiences that I've seen, that I've went through, that
Okay.
I've researched.
Mm.
Anytime I say something, right?
She's been through these situations. She's researched them. Listen, the passport queen is so superior to the passport bro. And she's about to show you exactly why. Watch this.
DR. I love going to DR, right?
Okay.
Love it there. When you
Me too. And that's no cap.
go there, literally, all you see is like kind of like those older American guys, no matter
Yeah.
what their race is, 40 up, maybe even some 35 up.
I'm
No
40.
That be the niggas that got a actual steady job that can afford to travel. But I digress.
matter
Yeah.
what their
I'm
race
35
is,
up.
and you see them in DR, wife hunting, Colombia, wife hunting,
She's right. She's right. Let's go.
all these places because they can get these beautiful women who just want a better life.
Yeah.
And
What woman doesn't want a better life? I'm just curious. Any of you ladies on the panel would not like a better life?
Hell yeah, where it at?
Oh, okay. I'm just
Absolutely.
curious.
Absolutely.
I'm just curious because she's talking like, it's like women don't want, like, that's a crime. Like,
No,
I
it
think
is.
women
No.
all over the world would like a better life. Men would like a better life all over the world also. I would like a
No.
better life.
Maybe I
myself.
missed something. I didn't hear that in her voice though. Saying that. part.
Well, that's what she
What I
said.
what I see her trying to say is the stereotypical thing that what she's saying, the stereotypical dude is that and even though Smoke is right, 35 the 35, I'll just say 35 plus dude is the dude that can travel like Smoke said. He has established himself if he is single, whether he's the single because he's divorced, just say single not married. We're not even talking about his children. These are the men that she's talking about. She's making it sound I hear her being a little condescending. I don't necessarily appreciate that because you don't know what these men are doing and it may not necessarily be wife hunting. My only issue I've ever had with the passport bros is just because you have your preferences doesn't mean you have to throw American black women under the bus in order to date how you want to date. That's always been my issue.
Exactly. And I agree with that 100,000%. But then it's a two-way street as well because the women, right, for the most part, the quote unquote passport bros or the gentlemen that travel. I'm a traveler myself. And I just, I take these things personally when I hear these type of rhetorics, obviously, as you well know.
We do, yeah.
You know
We
what
hear
I'm
you
saying?
taking it very personally.
Yes.
No, it's a joke because the joke is on her actually, because I actually win. I win. That's
Okay,
the joke.
wait a minute.
But I'm just saying, so the joke is on her when it comes to me because I win. Because actually, I guess the same thing that she despised, I was actually able to do and win. So with that being said, right, I laugh at it. So when I say I take it personally like, haha, you're wrong. Not offensively, like, oh, wait a minute, her. The general consensus. So these guys can't get girls in the States. Not true. So I'm the living proof that all of this shit is capped that these women are saying, but what happens is this: when you have men that have money and they decided to take their wallet and go somewhere else and spend their money, the women are not happy about that because that's less men to date them and spend money on them. So if this becomes a wave and more guys that have money, because obviously these are people that are upwardly mobile and can afford to do that, the more of them that say, I'm not dating here anymore, that takes away from eligible bachelors in the pool for the women. You understand? So obviously she's offended, not me, because I won. So I just wanted to be clear about that.
Their parents teach them and their mothers teach them since they were younger. Like you said, be a traditional woman so a man could come and take care of you.
Exactly. Traditional woman. But traditional women don't exist. Maybe 10% of the women are non-traditional. 90% of the women are traditional. I'm not going to say 50% because I don't want to turn it into a debate, but traditional women don't really exist in the social media era nowadays. And that's this is like an epilogue to the conversation. But yeah, men want a traditional woman, just like women want a traditional man to provide for them. I would assume pay the bills. That's traditional shit. Man brings home the bacon. That's traditional shit. So if you're a traditional man, you want a traditional woman, but that's kind of hard to come by nowadays. Is kind of what's the ground foundation of this whole thing here we're dealing with nowadays. This whole rift between the men and the women. You know what I mean? Hey.
They're hoping they hang out where tourists hang out, right?
Yeah.
So this is what the problem with passport bros are, right?
Now she's going to tell us about us, man. Listen, yo, this is so informative. It is so integral in me being able to be a better man to hear what this lady has to say. It really is. And she's got this all figured out. I don't understand how over the years I've not gotten mentally to the place where she is. I don't get it.
But the joke is on her and it's coming up.
She just read us like a mother book, guys. We go down there, we do this. We're older men, 40 plus, 35 plus. We're looking for wives. We're looking for this. We're looking for that. But here is the problem with the passport bros. Remember, she's about to tell us what the problem is with the passport bros. She's got it all figured out.
Don't you want a better life?
It's okay.
Hold on.
No. Wait,
you want a better life. You want a guy that makes more money than you, so you can have a better life.
Of course,
So does she.
Of course, I want a better life.
She wants a guy that's going to spend £500 on a date. She wants a man that's rich.
We're going to call Shorty there Trick or Treat. Shout out to Halloween. Like that orange chair, we'll call her Trick or Treat.
Oh, man.
Okay, good.
Let's go Trick or Treat. We got Trick or Treat and we got Freckles.
Give her a better life too.
Girl there,
Let
right?
me say
what's
this.
the difference between you lot? You lot wasn't raised to be traditional wives. That's the difference.
No, let me finish.
Yes, it is.
Let me finish.
I've been engaged. So what's your point?
Okay. So what happened then?
You know this.
I don't know that. I've forgotten it.
Wait, let me say this, right? So this is the problem what I have for passport bros, right? This is my problem with passport bros. Y'all go to these third world countries. Y'all get these women because, I can just get me a woman over here. She's going to sit down. She's going to shut up. She's going to do and she's going to be bad, right? But when...
Damn, I really won, didn't I?
Wait, I'm confused.
Says the same thing.
Stay tuned.
I want you to do this, and that for me. I could be that stay-at-home wife. I could be that stay-at-home wife.
Oh... Does she have a legitimate point? Are we really, fellas? We might be this up. Look at my face. I'm not smiling. Look at me. Bring it in, y'all.
Come on, Craig.
That's cute.
Come on, Craig.
We really might be messing this up, yo. Are we really taking our talents overseas when there are women here that are so worthy? Like, honestly, and maybe what did my guy Tim Ross say? Tim, whatever the dude's name that called us lazies and lames. Maybe she's just a little rough around the edges. Maybe we actually should be giving Freckles a chance. Maybe she's been standing too close to the women that are giving, all Western women a bad rap. But really, she's not tainted. She's not out here doing all kinds of ridiculous stuff. She seems to have a good head on her shoulder. Granted, a little misguided, but decent head on her shoulders. Or maybe, just maybe,
receipts are a motherfucker.
Previously on Beautiful Lies.
Get me out of Jamaica because he said they don't eat pussy and his lady don't respect him if you want him to eat pussy.
I didn't realize that.
Was that the same lady?
The internet is forever, bitches. All right. And I don't mean women. I mean men and women. Okay. So don't go on the internet earlier on this year telling niggas to eat your box and all of this in Jamaica, trying to purchase somebody to eat the box. You see that? And now she's on another panel capping, talking about some different shit. She's be a motherfucker.
Wait, hold on. Is he gonna play what she
really? Oh, is that the same lady?
Let's
Jamaica,
bring it
because he
back.
said they don't.
Just
She said
maybe.
this.
Just maybe. That is full of shit.
Previously on Beautiful Lies.
Get me out of Jamaica, because he said they don't eat pussy, and his lady don't respect her if you want him to eat.
Oh, is that the same lady?
looking for it?
Oh man. You're
Oh,
looking crazy
really?
now.
You tried to play in front. You tried to play in King Richard. She tried to play in your face, dog. This is the same lady. Yeah, we got you. Yes, now let's go.
Ziggy, that's why you paddling alone, paddling alone,
Those are giants.
because you're not.
I did see hers. I did see this.
Woo! Yeah, tell him.
And she big mad too.
Wait, I'm sorry. No, that's okay. Let's watch her thing again, because from what my understanding, and I don't know if Star Child or
Oh man, y'all killing me right now. Go
but
ahead.
it was her fussing because she said that the guy told her he doesn't do it for his girl.
Okay, so why she whatever she said, she capping. She looked big mad that she tried to score and struck out, but that's another story. Look at the look on her face. You think she would feel that way about somebody talking about their other partner? Come on, man, cut that out.
Yeah,
It's just like some girl coming to me on the street and say, "I don't give my man head," and I start screaming, "Hey, you lady over there, you over there, you over there, you by yourself because you don't give your man head." No. Let's be
There's
reasonable
a lot of
and
guys
let's diagnose the situation.
guys do that.
Okay, so let's watch the story.
You rather stay here to eat pussy. What is green card? Eat some pussy, get green card.
So where does the green card come into play, T-Roni? So if these are Jamaicans that are with their Jamaican girls and they saying they don't do that, where does the green card talk come into play? She's just joking, right? Obviously, but I'm just saying we're just having fun.
Yeah.
But don't defend buffoonery because it makes you look
No, I
bad.
wasn't are you talking me defending her? I wasn't defending anybody. I'm trying to make sure that what we were hearing was what we were hearing.
Yeah,
And
this is
that's
what she's hearing. She's
I don't
capping.
know whether
Hear it out, but hear it out though. Let it play out before
you gotta let it play. You gotta let it play. Let it play.
I've seen this shit already. I had this on the short on the channel.
So let it play. Let it
I've seen this
play.
already. God damn it.
Tell him.
You rather stay here to eat pussy. What is green card? Eat some pussy, get green card.
Yeah. Oh, buddy. Y'all forget, man. Y'all must have forgot, yo. Y'all really, really must have forgot.
Y'all must have forgot. Y'all must have forgot. Y'all must have forgot.
Man, y'all must have forgot. The internet is forever, people. Let's
Damn.
get it. Oh, just like my man called security on the lady trying to grab his mic. Y'all were in trouble. Let's go. But she's got passport bros all figured out. Remember, she could be that woman.
I could be that stay-at-home wife.
There's a problem. When we say it's a problem, but passport bros. Are you saying that passport
don't like that?
Are you saying passport queens won't work? Because it will work.
Didn't look like it worked right there. So enough of this buffoonery. We're gonna end this right there. Talk to me. What's good? Hold on. Let's jump back at it. Hold on. Oh man, that was a train wreck right there. A little embarrassing, a little crazy. Internet is forever. Don't get it fucked up. Let's see. Let's get back over here. Are you back over here, Star Child? I'm sorry about
Yes,
that.
I
Here we
am.
go.
Excuse
Random
me. I'm
Rick
having the
in the
same.
building.
I'm having the same problems as Tony D. I'm in my new place too, so I don't have my Wi-Fi yet. So it's a
Oh,
little, you know what I'm saying?
I'll,
It's crazy.
I'll keep my eye backstage for the
Mhm.
just in case if anybody drops off because I was entertained watching that little clip right
I
there.
was
So
entertained
let's
watching
talk
it too. I
about
was
it.
watching it.
So let's talk about it. So did she forget the internet is forever? Because that was the same chick, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I didn't realize it was the same girl.
it was. I've seen her before. I see her a lot of places.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's always on the internet talking shit. And yeah, she was looking crazy
She's
right there.
she. I've seen her on Hardly Initiated. I've seen her on other panels similar. I don't always know the names of the podcast, but they're fairly popular ones that if you're in the space, you know who they are when you see them.
Yeah,
Because she
but she,
travels, she's pretty vocal.
yes, she said it can work, but it can't work in Jamaica, obviously, but it can
But
work
I
for her
also
somewhere.
have
But
issues with
it's,
her
it's just,
her voice only because, like Smoke said, she's contradictory, she's divisive, and I'm gonna just say it out loud. She's colorist too. She think because she high yellow with freckles, she's special. No, you're not, bitch. No, you're not. No, you're not.
well, she couldn't buy no dick in Jamaica, so I guess she's not that special. She should have went to the
But if
mud bath.
but
She
if
would
you
have went
oh
to the
my
mud
God,
bath.
no.
If she went to where they doing the mud pies and shit at, she could have probably scored. She could have scored a date over there. They would have
Yeah,
did anything.
I don't.
Threw some mud on you, all of that, gave you the chicken, all of that good shit.
The
You know what
only
I'm
the,
just saying.
the, the only thing good the only thing
She was
good
in the
about
wrong
that
part of
trap
town.
house. Yes, I'll say only thing good about that trap house was the chicken. That chicken looked fat.
Yo. I would have still taken the strip club chicken wings over that. I mean, I'm not one to choose. I don't discriminate when it comes to wingettes, but I'm just saying. So, yeah, she was out of line, but this is not about her. It's about the picture in general, right? So the
Mm-hmm.
picture in general is this. Oh, you see, like you say, you see it on the social media. You see, like it's a repeating. You see some of the same characters on the same clips, besides us. But you see some of the same characters on the same clips, and they're saying the same things over and over and over again, right? So where did this wave come from? This six figures shit. Where did this originate from? Did they get this from Kevin Samuels? Because like that was the first time like I really started hearing this six figure stuff. And then everybody said, and some of them just say it for the fuck of it when you see them on the internet on shorts and stuff, and they're like, so how
When you
much
say
does
this,
they like women will say they'll be on there saying, well, if you don't make six figures, you know, that's like the standard. And you can clearly see that that they probably have never even met a person that made six figures except for the boss or their boss's boss, maybe. I don't know, but I'm just saying it's funny because bitches you see that are clearly bust downs be even talking that rhetoric now. Now that's crazy. If you a bad bitch, all right, whatever. But you a bust down, you wildin'. You know what I'm saying? Knowing damn right you had a baby from a bum nigga and you talking crazy, so that shit be wow. So I'm trying to figure out where this new benchmark came in at. Can you ladies help me with this shit? Because I'm all fucked up trying to figure where this came from. I'm
it,
not in that
it
situation, but
takes
this
six
is all
figures
it's
to
everywhere.
live nowadays. Gas is high, food is high, everything high. Six figures. Some of us, one of us got to make six figures. Jeez, it's so crazy now. I don't know. That's interesting. Who Kevin Samuels was the first time you heard this? Is he the one who
No, he popularized. Rest in peace to that gentleman. He popularized the term because this podcast was, originally like a show for I won't say upscale men. It was kind of like a gimmick, but it was
okay.
produced that had their shit together. You know what I'm saying? Or were looking for advice to try to get their shit together. You know what I'm saying? And become a quote unquote high value man. Or pretty much somebody that's got your shit together. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
One of the top 10% of men. You know what I mean? Which where the benchmark would be to enter that level would be making $100,000 per year. So a lot of females that were seeing the clips and watching his channel kind of took that and started running with it. Like, well, I'm not dating nobody that doesn't make
Got it.
$100,000 a year. Like I say, knowing that they have no idea what the
Okay.
so that's kind of where that came from.
Okay, thanks.
But yeah, that's kind of so like, what the fuck is that reality when it's 10% of men
No.
that are making that or less actually
Here's a. Oh my God.
in the
As
country?
somebody who,
Mostly
as
in large
somebody,
cities, I would imagine too. Hmm.
oh, as a woman who has been actively in the field dating and whatnot, and I can only speak for myself and in the segment of the population of women that I come across. Me and Kimi Khalid have talked about this ad nauseum. That is only a certain sliver of women that get the attention. I've said this before.
Exactly.
Kimi
On
has said it
TV,
before.
We have said this
correct.
before over and over again.
There's
On
a
TV, correct.
there is a segment of the segment of women that move and operate that look like me, Kimi, and Tironi. Nobody fucks with us. They don't put us on panels. They don't ask us our opinion. And we are generally what I'm gonna just say we are generally what the the minority of women that you see that talk this shit and move this shit, they are the minority. But they get the attention. They don't put women like us on panels.
But let me tell
Because
you.
even though, wait a
Hmm.
minute,
Go
let me
ahead.
finish.
My bad.
T. By her income alone, could very well, it is very well just on her income alone. Damn what she looks like. Damn what we know about her as a person. Her income alone is a boss bitch. A nigga should be bowing down straight the fuck up based on her income alone. But the fuck they, but the fuck they don't. You understand?
Right.
So this return of the boss bitch is still giving this one little 10% of women who are talking off the side of their necks the room to speak for us. And that's not how this works at all.
Exactly. Salute to that though. Fact though. But another thing, because in the beginning, like for example, and I alluded to that in the beginning, like if you a bitch that's a 10, it's like, oh shit, well, hey, fuck it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you know, you can make those demands, I guess. If you're a 9 or 10, you can make those demands. But you know, average women all over the place saying that. And that's what's the shocker. Like, you know, regular folks, like, you know,
But
regular.
that's what she's trying to tell you.
So the
That
regular is like, you know, the regular folks are starting to say this shit now, and that's just a lot of cap. What do you guys think? The regular folks that are saying that, do you think they're telling the truth or they capping?
but that's what she's trying to tell you, that that's not the regular folks.
No, I'm seeing regular looking bitches saying this is what I'm trying to tell you. Regular looking women
the way they
are
look is
saying
regular,
this.
you're saying, but
Yes,
you are
regular women. I'm seeing bad bitches saying this, right? Good looking women saying this, say 9, 10 saying this. But I'm also seeing 4 and 5 on the internet saying this. And I'm like, you just saying it just to be on the internet. So people can be like, oh hell no. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm saying like we're starting to see it, but I'm saying like so now it's like some of the girls starting to actually believe this shit. And this may not all go for Gen X because we Gen Xers, so we think a little bit different than like the generations under us. But like, you know what I mean? Are these bitches really believing this? So you've never seen a regular chick on there saying that same shit on because maybe I consume more social media than you guys. But you never see regular chicks that you would be like, shit, I look better than this bitch. Fuck she talking about. I'm not even saying this bitch on there like, I think 250 a year, 250,000. Like, bitch, you couldn't even count to 250,000.
Do any of
Like,
you ladies
it'd
find
be
that
crazy.
out in your day to day? Because I don't see that.
I see that all the time. I
This is
consume social media more than you,
social,
obviously.
and that's the point. The point
And this
is
is
to get you, like Star Child is saying, to swipe onto the next one. Now the algorithm got you watching this for a minute, and now they know this is your. I mean, I'm not saying it is your preference, but there is your preference, and
exactly. So it feeds you. So you just watch it. Exactly. So if I watch 5 minutes worth and I see, say, 40 different clips, and I'm just analyzing the women, salute bandana travels in the building. So if I'm watching the video clips and I'm analyzing the looks of the women speaking this kind of shit. This is from a male perspective. I'm analyzing the looks of her like, all right, she's a 9. All right, I can see her like a NBA wife. Just like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody like, you know what I mean? I can see her jumping out the side passenger side of a motherfucking Bentley coupe with a nigga that got big bread. You understand what I'm saying? But you don't usually see the average woman doing that unless he was with the guy before he made the money, and he's like, all right, I'm rocking with her. When he could, and she's like a regular chick, but you know, clearly he could have a bitch that's a 10 because he's a millionaire. Because remember, if you're a dude, you can have money, you can have whatever broad you want. Not necessarily, but as far as there's always a woman that'll go with you just for the money, that wants to have her bills and stuff paid and wants to be taken care of. You understand what I'm saying? Money can afford you to have a woman that's a 10 if you're a millionaire, is what I'm saying, basically. So, you know, that's what I'm getting at as far as that goes.
I think you and Star Child are saying the exact same thing.
Yeah,
from
pretty much.
different angles.
From different angles, but yeah, pretty much.
You are saying it from one perspective because you're saying it from the male perspective. But
Yes.
from our perspective, and we're trying to get the men in general to understand that, okay, yes, this regular girl may be asking for the $100,000 or the 6-figure dude. She wanted a 6-figure, not $100,000. I'm pretty sure it's more than that. But let's just say this is the regular girl before, or the bum bitch, right? She's the one asking for 100. Now is for them, for you guys, y'all see it as being prevalent now, this thing. But we're trying to get you guys to understand that is not the majority of women. And that we are all not out there like that, like putting that, like, so don't put the blinders on to thinking that now regular girls are doing this now, and this is the way we talk now, and this is how we all act now. Like now that this toxicity has been seepaged into main femaledom. This is not it. That's not the case. Okay. That's not. Am I right? Do you ladies agree? Because
Oh yeah, for sure.
I hear your point.
Yes, I definitely agree because I'm not gonna cap, and I'm gonna just say it right here since I'm around family. I consider myself, even on a bad day, to be at least an 8.5, and if I put my makeup and my lashes on, baby, I'm stunting on you. I'm flexing.
Let's get it.
But if you're gonna base some kind of money I make on my looks, then of course, and the factor that I have kids, then I'm considered a bum bitch to this sector of niggas. But I know one thing for sure, and two things that I am not is ever been a bum. So they ain't the niggas that want to fuck with me. It just don't. But I know based on my looks alone, if you put me in the right circles around some millionaire niggas, at least one or two might look. But I don't hang out in them kind of circles. That's not the kind of dude that I want.
Exactly.
Because you're not gonna treat me like a garden. Them type of niggas treat women like flowers. They pick them, pluck them, throw them away.
Well, put it like this, because it's the availability of the options.
Absolutely.
When it comes to that type of situation. But like, you know, but remember, like from a Gen X point of view, we're looking at it a little bit different, opposed to because we didn't grow up on the social media. You understand what I'm saying? We didn't grow up on the social media. That was after we was grown folk already when this shit came into play. You understand what I'm saying? But this is more so for the millennial, I would assume. You know what I'm saying? So maybe if you would remove yourself slightly from our position and kind of jump back a generation, you know what I mean?
And I will say this.
But I do see grown ass women like Gen X over 40, like involved in the fuckery and the thottery too. But with as far as that goes, but no, go ahead, T-Ronnie. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I am exposed to 3 generations. My generation, Generation X. I am exposed to the millennial, and I'm exposed to the older generation. Okay. So looking at the millennials and even Yers, because now the Ys are in their 20s now, right? Okay. And I talk to these girls. So it's not like what I see in some of, not so much maybe the millennials, they're more about their mental health. You got it. Now you have
I hear
the
you.
hood rats. I mean, not I won't call them hood rats, but you have these girls who will do Instagram fame. That is literally what that is. Like Star Child has said, they are looking for Instagram fame or fame in general. When we don't call it Instagram fame, let's just call it fame in general because that's what it is. Because the more likes and responses that you have, then the more you show, oh, you appreciate me, and then my ego gets rubbed, and now I don't have to do as much because I can just do this. So again, it's still mental health,
Well, it's
right?
about getting discovered by someone with money. That's what it's all really all about. It's all about self. What it's really all about is this. It's about the likes and the XYZ, but it's really all about somebody with money, these quote unquote discovering you and getting in your DM, or somebody famous getting in your DM.
So you're
That's
famous.
really what it's all about. I'm being honest because you're not just shaking your ass just to shake it, just to say, "Hey, look, I have an ass." There's an end game involved in this. And the end game is you're advertising yourself for a bigger deal. Just like if you're a rapper, you're on Instagram rapping because you want the likes and you want somebody to discover you because you want the opportunity to get a deal. Let's be fucking real. You understand? This is what that shit is all about. That's what booty and have naked pictures on Instagram is all about. You want to get discovered by someone with a big budget that's willing to finance your shit. Okay? That's what it's all about. But let's continue though. That's my opinion. And opinions, we do opinion radio over
Yeah,
here, right?
this is opinion radio.
I'm just saying, because I just wanted to cut to some shit. I just wanted to really put that out there because it's more than just likes and this and that. It's an advertisement. That's basically what it is.
Mm-hmm.
That's the end game. You know what I'm saying? It's about advertisement.
And I will say
It's
this
your quote
as
unquote brand. Your ass is your brand,
yeah.
basically, in today's entertainment or
And when I see
advertisement community. Go ahead, sis.
and when I see women that are our age, 40 pluses, engaging in certain behavior and activity, because I follow certain women, older women on Instagram. Um, I'll put her out there. Tiffany T. Tiffany T is a hairstylist out of Detroit. She has gained a lot of following because she puts a lot of Gen X dudes on blast, not necessarily in a bad way, but she just talks about, and she's not a rich lady and she's not a boss bitch. She's just a very nice looking 40 plus woman, kind of like us. She just happens to have a voice. Um, but she talks a lot about the behaviors and things. But what I don't like and what I hate about it, she's not on there twerking or shaking her ass or being provocative. But what I do speak to and what you've spoken to, Smoke, is I don't like the fact that she sometimes sounds very aggressive and very bitter. She can't stay neutral. And I know that with it, like her background, she says she came out of Detroit doing hair wars and stuff. That was a very misogynistic period that most people will never understand if they didn't grow up in it. Kimi Kali could very well speak to how the hair books used to come out, and most of the top hairdressers were men, and these were not gay men. These were very straight, getting pussy, getting money dudes. Remember, Kimi, you used to have to be dressed up and be fly just to go get your hair done or be in these circles.
Mm-hmm.
these weren't
Oh, that's
these these weren't
crazy.
these weren't the flamboyant people that we see now. We didn't even know about them until later on in the day, that the dudes that was making money and doing hair shows were fly ass niggas. Am I right,
Yo,
Kimi?
that's a big money business though. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? That's a big money business
So
though.
for a
Mhm.
woman in that time period, if you go look up Pump the Grinder, Hair Wars, Detroit, we were the trendsetters. So for her to be a female in that industry, she's very pretty. I'm sure she caught a lot of hell, and no offense, and I'm sure she got ran through. If she was dating in that circle, if she was in that circle, she was dating in that circle and got
Oh
ran
yeah,
through.
my
So,
kind of lady.
so,
No, I'm
so when
joking.
when you,
Mhm.
so when you talk to a certain age, when I see women of a certain age engaging in these behaviors, I think it's because, um, like I said, we're overlooked. We get overlooked. So some of us have decided, well, if you can't beat them, join them. But the problem with that is, I said it before, we are now the OGs of the game. How do you change the movement if you're gonna do what they do? And I'm not saying we have to chin check them and correct them hard, but you have to give the masses something else to look at. And there's no space for women like us. There's no room for women like us. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go around calling myself a boss bitch. I'm a motherfucking bus monitor, nigga. I am not. You know what I'm saying? That is not a bossy type shit. You know what I mean? And I don't want to be a boss bitch. But I am good people, and I do have a voice, and I do have a hell of a story. Some of the places that I've been and the people that I know, you know what I'm saying? The things that I've seen in life are amazing. Am I with a 6-figure nigga? No, I don't want one of them, because they ain't shit either. But nobody will say that.
Wait a minute now. Oh, whoa. Be nice now.
Sorry. But I'm just saying.
I mean, maybe like 1 penny over 100,000.
No, when I say that, I'm saying. You said
I'm
what?
1 penny over 100 grand. Salute Jazzy P.
But the thing is, when I say that, Smoke, I say that in the sense of the word that you are, like you tell us, we're not the majority. But I'm saying it comes to you. But I'm saying that dudes that make a certain type of money don't, generally speaking, I said generally speaking, and from my own experiences, let me just modify that. They don't have the same regard for women or relationships because their options are higher. You're not gonna treat me like a certain way because you make this kind of money. Like I said, it's like a field full of flowers. They can just walk through it and pick and pluck as they choose. But women are very disposable to them, and who wants that? You know what I'm saying? Who wants that?
I from knowing men who are, I guess, single and are making 100,000, they all are not the same either. Just like we're saying, don't discount us.
Yes.
Don't discount these men out here making 100 grand and thinking that they're all jerks either. The problem is, yes, you are correct. They do get blinded. They do. And that's the problem all around, because what happens is it's hard for them to find us. We are the field of flowers, but the weeds grow taller.
Yeah.
And so whenever you see the weeds, like, you don't know no direction to go. You got to sift through a couple of weeds in order to get to that flower, unfortunately, right? Because the weed will take over that sunshine for the flower. So I don't want us to. The problem is we're using these words and these terms as like daggers, boss bitch, 100 grand guys. Like, there's nothing wrong with us asking for a guy to pay the bills. There's nothing wrong with us wanting a guy who makes 6 figures, just like there's nothing wrong with a guy who wants a girl to make 6 figures, right?
No.
Oh, there's something wrong with that.
We don't care. If we make $100,000, that's enough for both of us.
That's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
So we don't care. You can come, like, if you can.
You're saying the same
They always make this analogy. They'll say, and respond right to this right away. There's a saying on the internet. They'll say, because I consume more content than you guys, it may be repetitive for some listening, maybe not. A guy that makes $100,000 will take a girl that works in McDonald's if she's cool and they vibing and she look good. So he'll take a poor girl with no problem. But the woman that makes $100,000, it's a boss bitch. I ain't fucking with nobody that ain't making equal or more than me. Because a man, right? Because a man traditionally is a provider. He provides for a family. So his goal is to make $100,000, $200,000 so he can raise and build a family and support that family as a proud man, because that's what men do, right? Or that's what they used to do back in Generation X and before that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Men pride themselves on doing that. But a woman will say, oh, I make $100,000, $200,000. I don't need no man. I don't need nothing. I got everything. This, that, and the other. So then she becomes the boss bitch because she doesn't want to take that nigga that worked in McDonald's. She can't do what a man will do. A man that makes the same 100,000 will take a bitch out of McDonald's, but the woman won't do that because she has to have somebody that's equal or better
That's
So
not
she can keep her $100,000 and spend your $100,000. That's how the game goes. Go
But that,
ahead, Kimmy.
are you
Let's hear
kidding?
something. Let Kimmy represent. Talk
no,
to me.
see, that's not necessarily so because you
Majority. Or
can't even
okay, 10% compared to 90%. 10% of you women would say, fuck that. You're gonna make more than me. Not 10% of y'all would say that, T-Roni. 90% of women will say, I make $100,000. I'll take a McDonald's nigga because
Yes.
that's enough to support both of us.
You imagine there's more men,
You're
there's more women,
lying.
there's more.
Don't think about yourself.
Hold on. I'm
You're
not.
rare.
I'm not. I
These
live by myself, but I'm
bitches,
not in this world by myself. There
these
are
bitches
women,
ain't.
and I run with women. So,
Mhm.
but go ahead, Kimmy Callie, please say.
Okay, so y'all, most of y'all, all right, my mistake.
Go ahead,
I
Kimmy
mean, y'all wouldn't take, most of these women, right? Okay, you're right. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt and say yes, these women that make good money, these $101,000 and better a year women, right? But the only problem is they're not taking decent men. They're fucking thugs. So they're thinking, I'm an independent. I don't need no man. So they're fucking street bum niggas and having babies with them instead of taking a nigga that's making 50,000 clean legal dollars and building. They're like, fuck it, I don't need no man. So either they stupid enough to make that money because I see professional women still fucking dirty bum niggas. Women with college degrees still fucking street niggas. So you're right to an extent. So I recant that statement. They're just making the wrong decision. They're carrying bum niggas instead of taking a nigga that's making clean, legitimate money, maybe half of what they're making. They'd rather be like, well, he ain't got no swag. So they'd rather have a baby with the bum nigga and whatever. He goes to jail or he's in the street because it's exciting. Because that's the hood culture. That's what's in style. So you're right. I'll take that back. You're right.
You didn't don't that don't really sound like.
I'm gonna take it back.
Really sound like
You're absolutely right. All of our educated women are,
that's it.
are fucking bum niggas and having babies with street
Kimmy
niggers.
Callie,
You're absolutely right.
go ahead, Kimmy
We're
Callie.
ass backwards. Go ahead, Kimmy Kali. You're right. You're right. You just talk sense into me. You just
What?
debunked my whole
Get out of here.
argument.
No, whatever. That's not what I
You
said at
just
all.
debunked everything that you're absolutely right. Go ahead, Kimmy. What you got, sis?
hold on, wait. This is awesome bullshit.
Salute, OG. Go ahead. Nah, she just debunked me. She shut me down.
He
Her
did.
testimony.
No, I did not.
Yes, you did.
I didn't do that. I
We
didn't.
gotta choose better as a
Go
people.
ahead, Kimmy Callie.
But see, this is the thing though. We're all saying similar things for different situations.
True.
And no, it's
It's
not
entertainment too now. Go ahead.
what?
I said it's entertainment too at the same time. You got to remember that.
Yes, it's entertainment too at the same
But
time.
we real. Mhm.
You know what? If you just don't shut it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
Look,
sorry.
Y'all always talk shit about me that I be sitting in the background. You just be sitting back there chilling. You don't never say
I'm
nothing.
gonna give you the floor. My bad.
I can't say shit.
You heard me say it.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah, Kimmy Callie.
But see, this is the thing though. Everything that everybody is saying is true. Okay. Every little piece of everything does not always fit in every situation with every person, with every man that's making all this money. He'll go holler at the girl that works at McDonald's. Just like the woman making all the money, she gonna holler at the thug Negro. Hold up, wait. It makes no difference if you make $1 or millions of dollars. Men and women, they ain't shit. Okay? I'm making this as a general statement because you know because of the fact that nobody looks at what's important. I don't give a fuck what you have in your bank account. If you ain't doing drugs, selling drugs, whooping my ass, or nothing like that, I'm with it. Come on. But if you out there doing all the rest of that mess, whether you're male or doggone female, you gets no kickings this way. Period. And that's what everybody's problem is. Men be looking at women crazy, women be looking at men crazy. But the one thing I will say that's just needs to straight up fall off the stop, all these thug Negroes. Nigga, you ain't got no damn job. I'm not buying I'm not buying you any food. I'm not doing this for you. I'm not doing that for you. And yes, there are some men that do want to be providers, but then there's some men that don't want to be providers. They just want to sit there and suck off of whoever it is they can suck off and get pull whatever it is they need to pull from whoever it is they need to pull it from. Same thing with women. We all doing the same shit. It just all depends on who you talking to, the time of the day, who it is, who it ain't. Okay? So yeah, that part.
That part, damn it. Okay.
Tony D said, damn.
That part. Hold on. Let me pull that up here. Shout out to OG Classic in the building. Tony D, laughing my ass off. Tony D, damn. And that's the real part that I was saying. And we real about it also, even though it is entertainment. Star Child, are you still in the building?
Yes, I am. I'm still here.
Okay. Anybody want to expand on that right there?
I'm sorry, I have stepped away. Give me a quick synopsis.
Okay. No, take your time. No, we
Don't
were just
let
talking
him-
the same thing.
Don't let him
Okay.
recap.
Okay.
No,
so,
I'm not
so,
going to. I'm not going to. Don't worry.
well, my thing, I still
I
stand on
couldn't
what I
even
said, and I
reword
will,
that.
I will soften my stance.
You
Only
don't have
No
because
need
you're right.
to. No need to. Shit.
need
I was
to.
just gonna say is that like I said, the women that I deal with, and women that I know, like I said, we're overlooked. A lot of us are not necessarily looking to be with whatever that high value dude is. I know a lot of us who make a lot of money who will deal with a dude who does not make that kind of money if he's good to us and takes care of what needs to be taken care of. It's not about the numbers and the stats for us. It's about the quality of character. And that's where a lot of that gets lost in translation. I don't like to see women my age and older doing and acting and falling, I'll just say falling victim to the currency and status quo, because it doesn't serve us as especially at our age, because let's just keep it a buck. We're not getting younger, we're not spring chickens. We've had enough experiences to know what full of shit looks like, whether we admit it or not. Yes, women can be very delusional when it comes to certain things. But like Smoke said, if you still out here dating street niggas, hood niggas, bum niggas at 45 to 50, bitch, you got piss poor pussy management.
Oh man. Let's talk
And you
about
and
that,
you
man.
Hold up, wait. Hold up. It's not necessarily poor pussy management. It's just the fact that it's a lot of women out here that don't know a real thing and a for sure thing when they see one and get one, because we as women have been conditioned to hold everything down and to carry everything, that when a real man comes along, we want to fight against him and the system of everything, instead of just saying, here, my dude, here's the weight, you take it, man. We too busy to, oh, no, I don't need this, I don't need that. Man, fuck you, man. No, ladies, back your ass up, okay? If you want the man to be the man, let the man be the man. He can't be the man if you always jumping down his doggone throat.
Absolutely.
And you trying to be the man. I done seen more women break up relationships and mess stuff up because they too busy. Nah, I can do this and I can do that. I am so sorry. If there's anybody out there in the world listening, holler if you hear me. I'm tired of carrying the fucking weight. The weight is too heavy. I am tired. I don't want to carry the weight no more. Oh, you want to make all the decisions? Guess what, bro?
Here you go.
Here you go.
And a lot of guys won't take that torch. That's how you can decipher who is what, because they when they do is like, oh, well, you're independent, so you're fine, and you're an independent woman. Oh, well, I'm giving it to you. I'm giving you. You have it and take it.
To take it because they too busy.
Well,
don't need that. Hold on, wait a minute. Just because I'm standing here on my 10 and I'm this, I don't know what. I don't care if I can change the tire, this, that, and the other. That don't mean that my ass really need to be out there changing the tire. Don't do it. No.
It doesn't.
I got a real quality doggone man with me. Dude, that's your job. Handle that. Okay?
Facts though.
I am so sick of women dogging good men out and men dogging good women out, because we all out here, we all want a piece of the pie, but because people get too caught up in their stereotypical BS and, oh, well, she should be doing this, or, oh, no, I'm gonna mooch off of her. No. I don't care if we have to eat a can of beans together. Dude, you love me. I love you. Let's love on
eat these beans and keep it at the right temperature. No red chili beans in the smoke.
At the right temperature. Facts.
Oh, but don't nobody want to do that because that's too much honesty for that ass.
Yeah, people are liars. And I will say this. What I meant by piss poor pussy management, I'm talking about, Kimmy, the women that know better and don't do better. That's what I was talking about. The women that know better and don't do better.
Well, a lot of times,
what I will
you
say,
have the men.
Some women,
go ahead, sis.
Some women that know better, but they can't do better because of the fact that these men out here ain't standing up to the doggone plate. So sometimes you just be like, "Fuck it, I'll take what I can get. Give it to me."
Is there a the next question I have, since it's the ladies representing right now? Check it out. The question that I have is it not that it's not the men that aren't willing to step up, but it's the men that you don't want, that, you understand what I'm saying, that are not willing to. So the men right now, so say the quote unquote good men may not be the ones with the quote unquote swag and the this, that, and the other. These may be the men that are getting overlooked, right? Just like how you sisters say you're overlooked. There's a segment of men, a large segment of men that get overlooked because they don't have the swag, right? But these guys, educated, willing to, they want to be married, they want to have families, stuff like that. They've been raised to provide, stuff like that. But they don't get a chance. You know what I'm saying? So
they don't get it.
It works both ways, because maybe they're aiming too high. So if you're a regular guy, you don't want to aim for a 10. And if you're a regular girl, you don't want to aim for a 10. So everybody has their own level to play on. Go ahead, Kimmy. What were you saying?
Yes, what you're saying is absolutely correct. However, let's just say it's Joe Blow that works at Burger King. He's the manager. My thing is simply this: if you're gainfully employed, if you have your own crib, if you have your own car, and maybe you don't drive because you work downtown or whatever, however, can you at least have the majority of what I have? Don't come at me trying to act like, oh, you all that in a bag of chips and your car is like running hot every 2 seconds. Oh, I can't meet you over at so-and-so. My car running hot. Hold on, wait
Uber a minute. Everywhere.
I thought you had a job. Oh, no, I'm on vacation. That means you ain't got no job. Okay?
Oh, man.
And then
that's a yes or no question, ain't it?
And then they take
you working?
And then they take that, and because you're like, well, you're not coming to me with something. Now they're mad. And now they're gonna go.
How could a grown ass man be mad that a woman? No. So that ain't the kind of. That's definitely that's not who you want to deal with. Once that kind of shit get exposed,
these men getting their feelings.
Well, that's not who you don't want to rock with. Obviously, that's a red flag right there.
Of course, you don't want to mess with them.
You're like, I'm good, nigga. See you run away fast as possible.
The whole point was that in the beginning, we didn't mind the talk to. But the fact that you got in your feelings now, I can't emotionally come attach myself to you because now you're doing too much. And then that's when they get extra mad. And now it becomes this thing where it's just, oh, women don't. Oh, wait a minute. But you didn't either. You didn't like you. It didn't start. It has to start with you. We can't control your life and how you present yourself to people. We said this on this podcast before, right? Like you had just said, Israel, not tens, stay in your 10 lane, 7, 8, 9, what stay in your lanes, right? Like, and if you try, hey, if you want to try not being in your lane, just know those are the consequences when you come out of your lane, right? Like don't take it personally. What we look for is people who, and I'm sure men are the same way, somebody who came at us properly. Come at us properly. Don't come at us like on some old, like whistling at us and all that stuff, right?
Act like you got some doggone sense, but not only that,
like you got sense.
They also get mad and they get pissed off because of the fact that you check the dog shit out of them by the way that you, because the first thing I know, I say, hold up, wait a minute. Would you want somebody talking to your mama, your sister, your niece, your cousin like that? Oh, what the fuck that got to me with it? Exactly what I'm saying. Would you want somebody speaking to the females in your life? Yes or no? Well, no. What makes you think that you can speak to me in that way? No, you can't. These men with these doggone attitudes that don't even have half of their stuff together. Come on, man. You got to meet me halfway, my dude.
You got to meet.
Fact though. Damn, this is a panel that we needed some raggedy folks on this shit. Give us the raggedy, raggedy nigga perspective. Ain't no raggedy motherfuckers up here. Jeez, y'all fucked up the whole the concept is
but there's not that up. It's all jacked up. And the thing is simply this, and I will be the first to if you're trying to get your hustle on, you're trying to get your hustle on, okay? And I'm not talking about hustling as far as drugs, dope, or anything like that. I'm just saying just to try to make ends doggone meet. I am not anybody so super spectacular to where it's like, oh yeah, I'm balling out of control. Like, yo. I'm living paycheck to paycheck just like somebody else is. However, don't come at me talking about, oh, I ain't got no job, or I ain't got this and I ain't got that. What?
Okay.
What?
So check it out. Here we go right now. Salute to Evan James in the building. Check it out. All right, so let's roll into the meat and potatoes of the topic of what we was all alluding to.
The boss bitch.
Return of the boss bitches. So we were talking about the demands of the dating in the social media climate, right? So check it out. So piece the game right now. No, chill, y'all crazy. So check it out. So boom, right? It seems there's another element that's out there, and this is leading into the main topic right here. Should we legalize prostitution in the United States statewide? Because it seems like the new standard is so high. Okay, you need to. There's surveys taken on how much money you should spend on a first date. Let me run this through the panel first before I go into this, and then we'll get into the on a first date, right? Y'all are Gen X's, so y'all, you may think differently, but still, I'm gonna put it out there. How much money do you think a guy should spend on the first date?
I'll start.
Go ahead. On a first date.
On a first date, I think that this is just an opinion. The guy should pay his own way, and that it would say a lot, like we are paying our own way, but it would say a lot if he took my check.
Okay. So the general expectation, you have no problem going Dutch, but the general expectation is that he should pay. It would be points for him. He would score more points if he paid.
Correct.
If everything went smooth.
Can I tell you why?
Go ahead, sure.
Because I want to be able to go home safely after that date.
Facts.
Yes, absolutely.
You want to go a little deeper into that? Go ahead, Kimmy.
You don't want to feel like he done spent $100 on you and you eating off the side of the menu. So you want to be able to go home.
The what side of the menu?
The pussy side.
I say it loud.
Because that's the Chris Rock. You know that's on the we fucking side of the menu.
the pussy side of the menu, yes.
Right, but it's just like you want to be able to go home at peace, with peace, and all that. Especially because one, you don't want to be sitting. Oh yeah, girl, I'm about to wax that ass after we get up out this restaurant, right? No, you're not. I'll pay for my own damn food, dude, for real. Because 9 times out of 10, you're gonna throw it up back in my face later on, talking about, yeah, well, I took you out and I did this and the other. Okay, and if you was that hard up, you should have said something. I would have paid for my own.
You
dog.
shouldn't have had a date.
It.
Star Child, go ahead, and then I'm gonna give a pushback on that. Go ahead.
Date is not synonymous with sex, and the expectation of sex is so high. And when you go out with these men, that I would rather have an open discussion with him beforehand, and make it very clear. We are going out to eat. You asked me out to this X, Y, and Z restaurant. There is no expectation of me busting it afterwards. Okay. Okay.
That's another good.
Lit.
Even though you say that,
I'm gonna meet you all halfway with this.
I'm gonna hit that.
Like after this, you know what we're serving after the dessert, right?
Right.
Check it out. Extra chocolate. All right, peep it, right? So let's meet halfway with this. I'm gonna meet you all halfway with this. Say, for example, it could go both ways. Star Child, right? Either you could clearly state, listen, you ain't clapping no cheeks after the date, right? But for the ladies, you may not want to disqualify yourself, because if it's a great date, you know what I'm saying? You may change your mind, which is cool. Or he may just be like, oh man, damn. Oh shit, wait, hold on. It's my mom calling another line. Like, oh man, I gotta cancel.
That's what
So
we gotta do.
you can play it two ways, but then at the same time, you want to keep it a band. So you're absolutely right, Star Child. Kimi, on your behalf, you and Roni's behalf, right? How about if you go on a date, right? The expectation is for the gentleman to pay, of course, obviously. But since you ladies have your own money, how about this? If the date is not going that good, or it's like, well, you know what? He's definitely not clapping no cheeks later. You just be like, I'm paying for my half. You understand what I'm saying? So if you definitely know that the after party is not a go, you definitely pay your half. You understand what I'm saying? If you feeling it like, all right,
you're saying like
if you have decided at that point at the table when the bill comes that you're definitely not going to the crib with him, or we're not going to continue this date, we're not going to go somewhere else for more drinks and to go hang out. You understand what I'm saying? If you have made up in your mind, like, nah, it's not it for me. You understand what I'm saying? Then you pay your own way.
So that's a signal, right? So if the date goes
the signal,
well,
like I'm paying. If the date goes well, let him pay.
Yeah.
Like, cause he's ready to spank regardless. He's ready to clap cheeks regardless. If it went smooth or not, he's like, shit. Well, I'm not feeling her like that, but if she's feeling me, let's go for it. Keep it in a band. You know what I'm saying? But if you definitely feel it's a no-go, go ahead, Kimmy. Go ahead.
Okay,
go ahead.
but what if the date goes well? He's willing to pay for the food, but you still ain't gonna give him none that night.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Then you pay for your food, is what I'm trying to tell you. Like, the date went good. Like, tonight's not the night, player.
No problem with that.
Right.
Just drop the bread. You smell me? But don't go in. You know, you always y'all got your bread regardless on standby. But what I'm saying is that if you know it's a no-go, definitely tonight is not it. Pay for your joint. Is that a good halfway ground? Is that fair, or I'm wilding?
No.
I'm wilding, or we good?
Ladies, that's a good compromise. If you know you're gonna go everything all in, just let them.
Yeah, let them pay. If you moist, let's just keep. If you want to keep rocking,
But guys, you gotta do your part. You gotta do your part, right?
If you moist, let's keep it popping. Let the nigga pay.
Oh,
but
and I have a point of
if you juicy dry out this mofo, just drop that bread. You heard?
What you say, Star Child?
Star Child, get it.
I
What happened?
got a point of contention. I have my own money too. I'm just saying. I was just saying, have a conversation before you go outside.
That was the other half. So I was meeting you guys halfway. It's definitely a good idea to have the conversation beforehand, but don't play. Don't go into the game with the you smell me? Don't go into the game. It's cool if you definitely know it's off the books, like whatever. But if you're not sure yet, don't put it at a awkward angle before the evening begins. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense to me? Let me see what the chat has to
Oh.
say. Evan Jane, hold on, let me check this. Let me drop it. Date should be about getting to know someone. Just can't choose an inexpensive or less. Just don't choose an inexpensive and less fancy place like Cheesecake Factory, not Ruth Chris. Facts. But now
Yeah.
you already seen the Cheesecake Factory scandal from last week. You guys, did you see that on social media?
The
Do you
girl,
guys consume
Cheesecake
enough
Factory
social
lady.
media to see this or no?
No.
See what?
No, the Cheesecake
Yes.
Factory scandal.
No.
You saw that, T-Roni?
I did.
No.
No.
I did not.
Oh, child, no. All right, so let's review this real quick. Thanks for bringing that up, Evan James. We're gonna review this real
Every
quick.
day's
This
in
shit was
trouble.
real. It was so goofy. We're just gonna review it real quick. Speaking of first date shit,
Oh.
like this was kind of on the conversation ledge. So let me just let me see. Fucking all I gotta type in is cheesecake and fucking
Yeah, you guys
and the
got.
shit just boing instantaneously. The
Yeah.
whole spread of the shit. So we have the aftermath and we have the math of what's going down. So let's
Oh, I
watch
didn't
the
even
whole
see the
shit.
aftermath.
All right, the aftermath is crazy. They're sitting down, they're talking to actually at a they're sitting down on a panel actually talking aftermath. So let's jump into it real quick. Let's see. I guess this is the whole thing. I'm just picking somebody's shit out and I'm just guessing that this is the entire run. So
Okay.
let's check it out. Hopefully this is it. Let's hold on. I'm hoping this is the entire fucking video of the dates. You know what? We're gonna freestyle our way through this bitch. Hold on. So let's present it like this. Present. Oh, stop screen. We're gonna stop this share and go to the other share screen. Okay, so this one goes here. Bear with me for a second here. This one
You got it.
present. Video file. Let's go with the share. Let's go with this.
That's
I hope
what
this is the
you're gonna
entire thing. So let's go. Oh, who's that? The dog going wild and shit. Dog's going wild. Salute to the dog.
Oh wow, he done knocked something and he ran because
Dog got impatient. Like, hurry the fuck up, Smoke. Stop bullshitting. All right, so let's jump into this right here. Let's see if this is the actual feed of the joint or not. Let's see.
Let me just get the door for you. Okay. He got me at the Cheesecake Factory, y'all. Oh, you're not this far.
Oh no.
Yes. Did you want me to open the door for you? Look here. You're recording me? Yeah. Yeah. This is the Cheesecake Factory. This is the Cheesecake Factory, y'all. What's the problem with that? This is a chain restaurant. Who takes one that looks like this to a chain restaurant? You want to talk about it?
No.
I'm fine with talking about it, even in front of them. Oh, yeah, I want to talk about it. Yeah. Come on, get up on in the car. Yeah, we're going to talk about it. Oh, okay. Okay. So, yes, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So you expect a man to go all out on the first date. Is that right? I mean, you're supposed to. Look at, take out a beautiful woman. And you're courting her. Because I get courted. So you're courting her, right? You're supposed to take care of her. You're supposed to cover her. You're supposed to protect her, cherish her, treat her well, right? Yeah. As I agree. No, I went into this date as I expect, with the expectations for myself to keep you safe, you know, to respect you, to pay for your food, of course, pick you up, of course, and just treat you like a gentleman, which I believe I have done. I mean, you've been pretty nice, but I mean,
and then
Cheesecake Factory.
I, on the other hand, have certain expectations for a girl I go out with on the first date. I expect her to be respectful too. I expect her to be cooperative, and at least
what did I do that wasn't cooperative?
Well, I mean, like even like when we were walking to the car, you wouldn't put your hand around my arm or anything like that, or hold my hand or anything like that.
I mean, it's too early for that.
Okay.
I don't know you.
I can respect that. I can respect that. Okay. When I got to your apartment to pick you up, you didn't want to invite me in. I can respect that too. Just we're not
again.
We're not there yet. Okay. And then, but
I mean, I feel like I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do as a woman.
But
I got myself all made up.
Nothing wrong with the Cheesecake Factory, right?
Yes, there's a lot wrong with the Cheesecake Factory.
Okay, well, look at my plan where we were gonna go originally.
See, now that's where we should have went. All right there. Call him.
No.
What do you mean no?
See, I specifically told you both yesterday and this morning that I'd come to pick you up at 4 p.m. Right? And I got to your place at 4 p.m. You didn't even come downstairs for another hour, and so I was waiting downstairs for an hour. Right?
But I wasn't expecting for work to take me so long. I got home a little late, and like I said, I don't know you well enough to invite you up into my apartment, and that is not possible.
And that's why I'm saying, I'm thinking, okay, if we're not there in a relationship to, meet at your apartment, then maybe we're not ready in a relationship for such a nice, fancy restaurant as Aria. Especially if I'm paying for the whole thing. Which I'm still willing to do. I would have been. But if we're late, I told you twice.
It wasn't that late.
We literally left your place at the time the reservation was supposed to be. And I specifically said 4 because maybe we could get there early and even have some time to get to know each other on the way there and while we're in the parking lot.
I mean,
I'm waiting for a reservation.
We can still get to know each other. Isn't there another restaurant you can call that, equivalent to that? I mean,
I literally
you don't
said,
understand. Look at me. I cannot go in the Cheesecake Factory.
There's nothing wrong with
I will die. That's embarrassing.
Listen, as I said, I have very specific certain expectations for that. I can tell it's not gonna be there. And maybe we're not right for each other. So, respectfully, I'm gonna just drop you off at home.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
So, you just want to call it a night?
Tell you to walk your ass home.
I mean, isn't there some kind of compromise or something? Ladies, can you believe this?
I'm sorry, y'all.
I'm with him.
He's out the parking space.
If I don't feel respected, I'm not gonna go through with the rest of the day.
I'm with him.
Well, I mean, you are serious. You really mean it.
Pick your face up off the floor.
I mean, I understand that I was late. I understand that. I understand that I could have been a bit more cooperative. You made some good points. That's why I'm willing to compromise. Are you sure you want to go home?
I don't have a lot of rules. I don't have a lot of expectations for a first date, but I've already set them, and you've broken every one. So,
Dang!
I'm sorry. We're dropping you off home.
Good job.
All right, whatever.
Good job.
Now she's hungry.
I mean, I guess I understand. You gotta do what you gotta do.
This has to be a skit.
Yes.
I understand where you're coming from.
This has to be a skit.
Yes. Yes.
Boom! Look who stepped in. Bye.
Oh man, come on, man. Chat room is going nuts right now. This was word, Evan. You mentioned Dairy Queen, not Dairy Queen. I mean Cheesecake Factory. Dairy Queen is the Tony D roast. Yeah. All right, let's bring it back. Some of the chats were crazy. Let's
Yes.
bring it back real quick. Salute to everybody in the everybody doing the thing. All right, so here it goes. Let's go. Let's bring it back up top real quick. Back in the building, we got like I said, Evan James. Thank you for bringing that back up. Dates should be about getting to know someone. Just don't choose an expensive factory place like Cheesecake Factory, not Ruth Chris. So that's what brought us into this whole thing. So Romy Rome said, salute to the panel. Southside was good. These girls looking like Pennsylvania girls. Oh man. Charlie B says salute, salute, salute. We talking about the on the video right here. I'm catching up to everything. Salute to the panel chat. My bro Meta World Smoke. Tony D says I have to get on her ass for that. Wait, hold on. Excuse me. Rome said, I think she went on a date with homie. So she thought she was going to get free food from an expensive restaurant so she can post it on the gram. Exactly. Because as you can see, she was on social media, as she was going along. That's why she was like, wait a minute, I'm at the Cheesecake Factory? Because she thought she was going somewhere else, which apparently she was. But since she was 1 hour late, they missed the reservation. So he had to go there for consolation prize. So Tony D says, oh, Kenny Rogers, chicken looking ass. Rome says, because she see like she into that nation of guys. Like why? That's why I say that, but I could be wrong. I don't know. Maybe because those guys, they do a lot of tricking. The Indian dudes are known for doing it up a little crazy, so that could be right too. But you're gonna get a background story on this because I have the follow up. So it says I have dates. Evan says I had dates complain about chain restaurants. However, they never had a problem with Cheesecake Factory or Red Lobster. Okay. So the D said Dairy Queen with fries, Dairy Queen fries without salt looking ass. Come on, Tony D. You're killing me. He's cooking.
And
He said he's pulling me. Yeah. He's lit behind the scenes here. He said push up outfit wearing ass. Charlie B outside salutes to cuz. He says compromise these nuts. Let's see.
Charlie B.
Once a month outfit wearing ass on Tony D. Romy Rome says sometimes you gotta be a little ride and pimp called slick back, be a chick. Oh man, not the slick back. Oh man, the drop off. Oh man.
That's the back. A pimp named Slickback.
You know what I'm talking about. There you go. Yeah. Oh man, Tony Hernandez in the building. What's up? Salute to you. Oh, this was so crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So damn. So what you think about that, T-Roni? Oh man, that's crazy. Thought child, you wait, hold on. I think she hold on. Let me try to
she might be
let me see if she's back. Not yet. Go ahead, T-Roni. What was you saying? So what you thinking about this? You saw this before, so what was your first reaction? The other people just seen it for the first time as far as Kimi and Star Child, but what you think about this whole thing? Because I do have a follow-up on that.
I thought the whole thing was cap.
You thought the whole thing was cap, like a skit, like a straight skit-a-rooney?
Yeah. Look fake. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, if it wasn't cap, what would you think about it?
If it wasn't cap,
yes.
That's why all the good women around here walking around without no doggone man, because the sisters like her be doing shit like that. So now,
but because I was looking at the dude, I was like, yo, he looks good, right? Like he's a good looking dude. And then at the same time, yes, Kimi Kali, you took the win right out. Yes. They get mad at us, but then they take it out on all women, right?
Yeah.
And so now we left in the cold, and then when we go try to pick up a regular dude, he be like, no, you not even no, you just this and that, and you think you're a boss bitch, and I'm not trying to,
Return of the boss bitch.
We can't win. We can't win, boy. We can't win.
All right.
He had a
Check
nice
it out.
car too. He had a moonroof.
Check it out real quick. Speaking of moon, let me take a second to pause for station identification, and we're gonna jump right back into this with the follow-up on to this situation.
So has he said some
Oh,
things
good.
that
I'm
are,
gonna use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
borderline crappy or whatever, and then he backs it up with this is opinion radio? Yeah, he's done that.
I don't know what happened, but look, y'all saw me smoke Sunday Night Smoke Podcast. Go check my boy out. You know what I mean? For sure.
Sunday Night Smoke Podcast. What's up, Sunday Night Smoke?
He's awesome, by the way. He is fun. You and him would get along famously.
Your show is called the Sunday Smoke Podcast. That's how I know you're a little bitch. Because it don't have nothing to do with that. So I'm going to keep using smoke. And my podcast is not called a smoke show. My Tuesday show is called the Sunday Night Smoke Show. That show that we talk about.
Yeah, let's get it. We back at it right here. So we got a follow-up on that bullshit, man. So Charlie B says, hold on, let me read that real quick. He said, chicks like that trigger other men to act out towards good women. Exactly. And that's what the ladies was saying just now on the panel. Because that was kind of crazy, right? So yeah, that was kind of wild. And for those that was peeping that for the first time, so T-Rona, you back just in time. There was a follow-up to this actually.
Okay.
And they were actually on a panel after this happened. So I don't know if this was cap. I think this was real, and she's a real content creator that somebody reached out to her, and then they got them on a live panel. So I'm gonna show this. I'm gonna air this real quick. I'm gonna take a 2-second pause, but we're gonna run this, and once I get back, we're gonna dissect it. So let's get it. All right.
Food Factory. This
Fair
episode
use.
is going to be a little bit different. Typically, we talk about devastating issues inside of relationships and try to talk about the nuanced things in that relationship to heal it. This time, we're going to talk about dating. So I don't know if you guys have saw the viral video, but there's a viral video where a woman is taken to the Cheesecake Factory, and she does not want to go inside of there. She does not want to be embarrassed. This conversation ended up going viral, and here we are. Alicia, it is a pleasure to meet you.
Yes, thank you.
Jay, pleasure to meet you. Welcome to the show, and thank you guys for being willing to come here and have this dialogue. I'm sure you guys have gotten a lot of flack, maybe even some backlash and things of that nature from this video going viral.
Well,
yeah, before we get into it, we're going to take a moment and just relook at that video. It's been a couple of weeks, so here we go right here.
yeah.
Damn, Tony D.
No, nothing. I'm just talking to my girls. Okay. Tell them I said hi. Yeah. Whew. Let me just get the door for you. Okay. He got me at the Cheesecake Factory, y'all. I ain't getting out this car. Yes.
Would you want me to open the door for you?
Romeo.
You're recording me? Yeah. Yeah. This is the Cheesecake Factory. This is the Cheesecake Factory, y'all.
What's wrong with that?
This is a chain restaurant. Who takes someone that looks like this to a chain restaurant?
He does. He does.
I'm fine with talking about it, even in front of them.
Oh, yeah, I want to talk about it. Yeah. Come on, get up on in the car. Yeah.
Was that extra? Was that extra theatrical on her behalf? Was she really trying to clown him right now, show him up? What you think? Trying to be too cute?
Yeah. It was.
A little extra for the fans out there watching her live.
Yeah.
It's entertainment too at the same time. So she's trying to entertain her followers as well.
Of course, yes.
Remember,
Because
everything is entertainment.
first of all, you can, let's just say this is not cap, right? Let's just say you
Yes,
could clearly
this is
see him
real. Mhm.
driving up to the Cheesecake Factory park. He parked.
This is really real. I don't think this was kizzy because I'm the first one to say when it's cap, when it's staged, or I'm the first one to say this is staged. But I really think this was real, to be honest. To really be honest, just from his response when he said, "Okay, we can talk about it," he's like, "You're filming?" He seemed genuinely shocked, like he thinks she's taking a selfie, but she realized she's talking into the phone. So he was like, "Wait, you're filming?" Like, this is kind of weird, but he just played into it like, well, we can talk about it in front of them if you want. So, I think this was real 100%. But, we don't got to watch that whole part again. So I want to just kind of get to where let's get back to where
Oh, okay.
they get back to talk. So let's get back to the couch because we just saw this. So we're going
I'm
to
sure
cut
you've
back
had some
to
time
the
to think
joint.
about it. Before I ask you any questions, have you guys had a second date?
No.
No second dates. Okay. So I'll start with you, Jay. What has dating been like for you since that video went viral?
Since I was on the video, kind of unexpected. I might not have put my best.
So you can see it's not cap because he said he was on the video unexpected. You understand what I'm saying, C-Roni?
I hear you. I still think it's cap because he's an actor. He's going to say those things.
So he's a real actor in real life? Did I miss something?
No. I mean, like if he's doing it, I think if it's acting mode, then yeah, he's gonna have to say, look, because even look how they say, look how they are. Yeah, it just
Let's check it out. Let's
this
watch the whole thing.
It's reassuring me that this is cap for me.
Okay, let's watch the whole thing and reassess it afterwards. Let's check it out.
Best foot forward,
You've had some time to think about what you guys discussed in the car. I'm sure you've had some time to think about it. Before I ask you any questions, have you guys had a second date? No second dates. Not yet. Okay. So I'll start with you, Jay. What has dating been like for you since that video went viral?
Since I was on the video, kind of unexpected. I might not have put my best foot forward, and so I feel like, I've not really met anyone since who I've really gotten to get to know like that, because a lot of women, they might have seen the video or might have heard from it, or maybe a friend of them has seen the video and shares it with them. And so they kind of had this image of me based on the video.
Absolutely.
And
fucked up my man's game.
Hasn't really helped.
Okay.
Exactly. It's like
come up with the
they
hose.
might think everything about me is reflected in that video, and I don't think it is. And but yeah, it's been difficult.
I'm gonna keep it a band. I think this is real. You know why? Number one, he didn't think he was gonna be recorded because he genuinely looked surprised. If I'm somebody reviewing this tape when he was like, "You're recording," he thought she was taking a picture, because I would have thought the same thing, but I wouldn't think he heard her talking. I think he was really surprised by this. Number two, they're thinking other women now they got actually see like, damn, why would you be taking her ass out? So for chicks that look better than her, they would be like, damn, bro, nah, I'm good. You'll do anything. So you get stamped by a bunch of things. Then the Indian chicks, wherever he's from, he just fucked up his whole game with them, because now they like, oh man, you fucking with the black broads. And no disrespect to the black broads, but I'm just saying the Indian broads or wherever the fuck he from, like, oh man. And they like, oh man, this is what you're doing in the States. Like, we ain't fucking with you. So he already crossed cultural lines. You understand what I'm saying? As far as dating out of the culture, shall I say. But I digress.
Sure.
Well, and it's even before this, dating has already been difficult for me.
I imagine your views.
Because he's a nerd.
What you're looking for and what they're looking for.
Yeah, I think so. Because, I mean, I think in general, my values kind of reflect wanting to build something that lasts.
Yes, sir.
And I want to make sure that anyone that I meet is willing to build a really strong foundation based on our mutual values.
He seems like a traditional man with customs and values. Am I right or not?
Yeah. The thing that
Maybe the country he comes from or his religion, maybe.
But the
Who
thing
knows?
I tell you
Stop
though,
eating this up.
right? But I want
No, I'm curious to like how he comes off. This is how he comes off to me, but I'm asking you guys, how does he come off to you?
okay. I think this
Or
is
like an actor?
I think this is all make believe.
Cap? Okay. Viral cap. Go ahead.
All that. Because stop and think about it, Smoke.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to be in the Screen Actors Guild to be a hell of an actor, okay? Okay.
Okay, go ahead. I don't think he's a great actor. I think he's genuine. Go ahead, though. But you know.
But not only that,
Mm-hmm.
this heifer gonna say now, oh, have y'all had a second date yet? Not yet. Heifer, you set your ass in the car and didn't get out of the doggone Cheesecake Factory, but now you sitting up there talking about, nah, we ain't had no second date yet.
They've still been in communication. They've still been communicating. Obviously, that's what they both did together.
Yeah,
They've been still talking since the incident. Obviously,
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
obviously, you can see if hypothetically this was not Cap, after that date went left and he dropped her off, they still seem to have been in communication, allegedly, since that has happened. But they haven't went out again. But they've still talked. Is what I'm trying to say. But let's continue. Let's see. Maybe I'm wrong.
Charlie B said,
What you got? Let me see, because I'm on the screen. I'm not on the stream. Let me see where it's at.
"There's a lot going on in the chat."
Oh shit! Let's get it. Hold on. Let's get it. Time out. Damn, my bad. Because I was like kind of watching this shit my damn self on a big screen. Let's see. Oh man, this is cooking. Right here. Should I wait till after the video to cook this, or should I just cook some
No,
in between?
I want to see the fresh one. So just let this do these chats now.
Let's cook this right here. Let's say, oh man, let's start right here. Forget the cheese fake. The cheese. Oh shit, hold on. But let's start right here. Let's start from here. Forget the cheese cake aspect. I was triggered by watching dude's time for being late. Right? True. I don't tolerate non-punctual dates, and I'm very upfront about it. So that's laying the groundwork. So
That
boom,
is a
Tony
good
D.
policy to have, Evan James.
Fact, Evan James. Tony D says, "Look at how she's sitting, extra as fuck."
Yep.
Copy that. Romy Rome says that big girl, she from Amazonite or Amazonia. Maybe he was trying to fucking whatever. Yeah, he looks very small, short compared to her. Tony D said, "Oh man," he said, "looking like a healthy headache."
It's on.
Cookie. Tony D's on fire. Hold on. Looking like the healthy headache. Hold on. They went too far. God damn. Hold on.
You have to let it
I
go.
pressed the button. Wait, I pressed the button. It went too far. Looking like healthy. Charlie V said she's lucky to get a date in real life. So maybe it was Cap. Romy Rome says a chick like that, real or fake, looks like she. Oh man, I don't know, but this is just so crazy. Whatever it is, I don't know. This wasn't too convincing. That's why I'm thinking this shit was real as fuck. Charlie V's dying laughing.
Wait, go back to Romy Rome's.
Romy Rome says,
we gotta-
let me read that better.
We gotta-
A chick
yeah.
like that, real or fakes, look like she put too much sugar in your Kool-Aid intentionally. Oh man,
And
this
the
is
beaters.
crazy.
Like, was
Charlie V
it
dying
House Party?
laughing.
No, Class Act, where she kept pouring the sugar.
Yep.
Yes, exactly. Tony D said she can't. She said not yet. I can't with these two.
Yes.
He said, she looks like he went down on her already. Oh man.
That's why she's sitting up off the couch like that, because she ready to get it again. Get it.
Oh man, this looks crazy. Jelly B says, "And who's bro Bongo the host?" I don't know who's playing. He don't got the bongo set, but he definitely got the hat that looks like he's playing the bongos. Salute to my man Knowledge El Shabazz. He also plays the bongos. Hope your thing good gets well soon. Pause. No pause. It's a no pause zone. Yeah, brother Bongo in the building. So let's.
Wow.
Have to catch up on those chats. Salute for everybody in the building still watching. Let's continue this.
Wow.
This whatever the fuck you want to classify it as.
I think it in general, a lot of the people that I meet, either they don't have time to set towards building something like that, or they just don't want to because they're younger. They want to experience casual dating or whatever it is. And it's just not something that I'm looking for right now.
Understood. So obviously, guys, Jay's saying that they have a negative, they're viewing him in a negative light when it comes to dating. When I saw Jay, I saw someone who was making some excellent points, who knew what he wanted. And he's actually now like a Giga Chad in the manosphere world, in the red pill community. The brother's being mentioned everywhere for the way he handled that conversation. Now I'm going to ask Alicia as well, because during this conversation, Alicia.
Thank you.
All right now. He was like,
A real gentleman for correcting her. You see, for correcting him on the name. See, look at how he looks at her. He really open for this broad. Like, maybe it's just me. Whatever. Is it Cap? Let's see.
Yes. We'll get that right. Okay, so Alicia, you didn't seem to really disagree with what he was saying. Now, you had a definitely a different opinion before he gave you his mind, right? But you seemed very receptive to it. Can you explain to me kind of what you were thinking and how you saw him in that video? Because he's saying they took him in a negative light. What do you think?
Well, yes, I think once we had the conversation, I could see my role in the conflict.
Okay.
Let's back up a little bit. To be fair, I mean, I was always raised that the man is supposed to cater to you. I mean, you're courting me, so court me. That means wherever I want to go, you take me.
Absolutely.
Whatever I want, you buy me.
Her arms are long enough to wrap around this nigga twice.
Yeah. Come on, man. You love that big woman.
God damn. Look at her, imagine her hugging this nigga. She can hug him and hug herself at the same time. But that's another
tree.
Yeah. I'm starting to think, right?
Look at this nigga. The look of shame, like
love going on.
I have shamed myself right now.
My name is
Courting.
Sunday.
I'm looking for a provider. So, but after
Hear that? She's looking for a provider. Provide for me.
the conversation, I could see how there was a lot of I.
Okay.
In that exchange.
Absolutely.
I was definitely very self-centered, and I can appreciate if I do want someone to provide for me, I at least gotta be a little bit nice.
Absolutely. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Great. So now
Go ahead.
I don't know who my man's is,
My man right here with the
or whatever, that's Mustafa, but you know who he looks like? He looks like Damon Wayans when Damon
playing the character.
playing the character when he used to wear the little be in jail all the time, talking about, you know, the manifestation of the
I swear, I was just thinking that. I was just thinking that. Oh my God.
Yo, I'm so silly.
I swear to God, I was just thinking that.
We're supposed to be talking about the on the couch. We get
No cap.
over
Oh
here.
my god, I'm in fucking tears over here. Oh my god. I swear I was just thinking that.
Grass, but that's what I thought of when I looked at it.
The situation of the condensation of the,
Right.
oh my god.
Patient.
Excuse me, my diarrhea. And my flatulence.
Yo. Oh man, this is crazy. This is crazy.
This is the shit.
Oh man, I'm losing it. Man. Yo, wait, hold on.
I don't know what happened, but look, that's Tommy Smoke on SundayNiteSmoke Podcast. Go check the boy out. You know what I mean? For sure.
Oh man, I had to take a break. Hold on. All right, we back at it. That was crazy. That was crazy right there. Yo, if that was some ESP to the fullest, I was just thinking the same shit. But let's proceed, man. With Jesus.
I ask you this,
nigga.
based on your idea of dating before your conversation with Jay, how did you grow up? Who also thinks that way? I'm sure you have friends who think that way. I've heard it a lot.
I mean, everybody. I mean, that's what the man's. He's supposed to be the provider.
This is like a PSA. It's just brutal watching this. This thing is so.
And everything is provider. Do you notice that's the only word she says? That's another one of those new. Remember we did last summer new Webster's Liberal Dictionary with all these new words that become fucking popularized all of a sudden since the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
Provider. Like this whole fucking dialogue, this whole shit is so crazy. I'm like, where the fuck did all of this shit come from?
A beautiful woman, so I'm expecting to be treated like royalty. I mean, come on. So
Really?
that's what I was doing.
How do we
that
treat him? And that's
Really?
where the disconnect was.
Right.
In the video, now of course I'm sure you think of it differently now, but in the video you basically told him that you're not going in there, you know your value. It would be inside a Cheesecake Factory. A lot of people like Cheesecake Factory. Now, so when I see that video, I'm thinking, okay, she must have some friends who probably would disagree with her going inside a Cheesecake Factory. Your peer group. So peer pressure probably keeps you from.
Never live that. Oh my God! I would have never lived that down.
Why?
Really?
And that is part of what the biggest problem is, because you're too worried about what your friends or your family gonna say about you dating or going out with whoever. Don't be worried about what somebody else got to say. You worry about what you like, what you want, and going about your business.
I think that she had her following hyped up. Like, I'm going on a date. It's gonna be so exciting. And when she got there, she may have been disappointed if this wasn't a skit.
Wah, wah, wah.
Because she was filming on the way somewhere, but she didn't know where she was going. And when she got there, she was a little bit like, wait, hold on. Possibly if this wasn't a skit.
If this wasn't a skit.
If it wasn't.
You guys got to be careful about being like that in front of your friends, because you don't know what they're going through in their emotional state. Just because they're putting on shutters and stuff like that, looking all great or whatever it may be on the outside. That don't mean that's what's going on behind closed doors. So don't be living up on other people's lives. Isn't there a saying? I forgot the saying that we used to say, right? But she's probably hanging out with all these women who doing all this stuff, and they all act like they all do this stuff, but behind closed doors ain't none of these things going on.
Yep.
All her friends, if this is not cap, they all enjoying the Cheesecake Factory, okay? And then get in front of each other. He took me to the Cheesecake Factory. Yeah. All right.
Shit, I enjoyed it. And I broke a piece of cheesecake home for my friend too.
Right. But, honestly, though, even though her friends might be dogging her out, talking about, oh, I'll never live this down because I went to the Cheesecake Factory. Heifer, you was at Burger King last night, so shut the hell up.
Which is crazy. That's what I'm saying, because remember, it's a super capitalist world we live in right now. So I don't know, but I think that it was. So let's go, because the plot gets deeper, because we could tell this was a possibly a social media stunt on her behalf, and he was unsuspecting. Let's dig deeper into this.
Date the Cheesecake Factory. They wouldn't let you live that down.
no, I have an image to protect.
Wow.
Nikia does not do that. I mean, that was, that was my circle though. That's how,
Sure.
I mean, that's how we roll.
Sure.
I mean, to be quite blunt, that's how we roll.
Does she look like she's dating very frequently when she says that's how we roll?
Nope.
Just curious.
Nope.
And I'm not just putting a unbeautiful stamp on her because she looks average, like a basic, nice looking girl, whatever. But I'm just saying, generally speaking, she tries to make it seem like she overinflates her value. Like that's how we roll. So
No.
she could be one of the Return of the Boss bitches, but we'll see.
No.
Hypergamy is a big, is a big thing in my circle. Is what I mean. It's what we've been taught. Why? I mean, as a Black woman, I'm gonna go there. I mean, as a
Go ahead and misrepresent all Black women like most of you fucking idiots on social media do.
But
Go ahead. Let's hear
she-
her misrepresent y'all ladies. Go ahead, Kimmy. What was you saying?
No, she make it seem as though she's all that and then some. Well, obviously not. If you done had a date with old boy over here, not saying he's a bad person or anything, but it kills me the way that women like that portray themselves like, oh, they're God's gift to the world and they all that and then some. Heifer, you bleed once a month like all the rest of the hoes. So sit your ass down and damn chill out.
I think that I want to give applause to that, but she acts like there's a long list of men in line to beat her, and that's kind of strange to me. But
That
let's
is
check it
strange.
out.
There's a long list of line, and not to say dude, but why this dude then?
Yeah, she would have probably been with a Black man as her preference. I'm
No,
just
not so much
guessing.
his color, but just the fact that
Or a white
his
man, a
mother,
little
his
taller.
mother, she would be with money, right? Like this dude looks right. She looks regular, but he looks regular.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's investigate.
Stores.
That's what I'm saying earlier. So that's why I kind of set the stage, like alluded into even these regular, like the average woman, and there's nothing wrong with average women. But the average women are now expecting the higher end stuff that they probably may not qualify. Like if she's a 5, she seems like she's expecting like a 10, like a treatment of a 10, and there's levels to this shit. You know what I'm saying? So she's making it seem like she's a 10, but she's a 5, basically. But let's continue.
the Black woman, we're really tired of having to settle. We want to be treated well. We want that soft life. So that's what I thought I was going after.
Does she look soft? I don't know. She's going after soft life.
She said soft life.
That's not look. That's not what she said. Get it? Soft life.
Yeah.
With the ladies under the heart. Okay, I don't gotta follow up on that.
However, what I understand is a part of having a soft life is being cooperative,
being soft,
not being combative.
You're
right?
Actually being soft.
Right.
Being receptive, being sweet,
Absolutely.
being pleasant, right? Because we do understand the value of resources, but it can't be just something for a lifestyle. Resources, a man's resources is not just for a woman's experiences and traveling and the lifestyle they'll live when married is for providing for the family and the children. And that's why she should seek a man and, respect his resources or prioritize his resources, not just for what it can do for her. Right. And so when you were in the beginning of it, you was just saying, I'm not doing it. It seemed really selfish. Right. And I appreciated that when I saw the video myself. That's one of the things I covered is, wow, I've never seen a woman that receptive to being accountable. Right. And you were. But Jay, however, didn't want to go out on a date. He wanted to discontinue that date and he wanted to take it on to the house. Jay, is that your first time stopping a date midway through and going on back home, or?
Yeah, something like that's, I'm sorry, at least, yeah, that's the first time I've really put my foot down to that kind of extent. But it's not like an isolated incident, I've gone on dates with several people now, even before her, where they had very specific things they were looking for in a boyfriend or whatever, and even within my own circles, right? And that that's just not something that I'm looking for,
Mhm.
because I was raised like we were talking about how she was raised, whereas with me, like my family, like we've passed down the name for ages, and we're a very close knit, strong family.
You passed down your first name, Jay? Like your
Yes.
father's and father.
Yeah,
How many
yeah.
generations, probably?
I mean, I couldn't really count it myself.
Wow.
Now, when he comes to that, something like that, it's religious and cultural. He seems very invested in his family's what's the name? I'm curious to why he's dating outside of his culture, if it's really that serious to him. You understand what I'm saying?
This whole
Like there's nothing.
this is so
It seems
brutal.
a little weird, you think, maybe?
No, not necessarily,
I
because
think
you
that it's real. Go ahead,
not
Kimmy.
necessarily because you know, there are people that are in certain cultures that they have prearranged marriages. So he could already have like a prearranged marriage, and he's just like, nah, I want to go out and seek and, you know, get my own. They do allow them to do that sometimes.
Yes, as you're gonna find out right shortly from here.
Because I mean, the thing is, like, I'm from India,
Okay.
you know, and the partition happened where like India was separated from Pakistan, and a lot of my family were on both sides of that, and we had to come back together.
Wow.
And we had to. It was very important for us to stay strong after the fact. At the time, maybe we didn't care as much about like, creating this legacy, but ever since, it's like that's been one of the strongest parts of our family, is the importance in creating our legacy. And with that in mind, like I've grown up with the idea that I want a strong family here now that I'm living in America. The only kind of relationships I seek are ones where that is the only value. That is the biggest value. That is the most important thing for the other person as well as for me.
Wow. That's actually powerful. So your family going through all that they did, it caused you guys to really idealize relationships, right? And
specifically relationships that last.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And so here you are in America dating, and mostly in our culture where you stated earlier you were a Black woman. Of course, we have been through some things, right? In our culture here in the States and throughout the whole diaspora, I like using that word. But a lot of times our culture has been stripped, and we haven't yet began to idealize relationships, you know, so we're more so going along with the flow. So here he is in America, and he's meeting a woman who's in America, and she sees dating the way Americans see dating. And so I can see the clash in that.
Yeah.
You know, he's looking at you as if that's selfish. You're looking at him as if, you know, he's treating you beneath your worth, your actual value. So here's what I want to do, guys. I want to go back a bit. Can y'all tell me how y'all met? I want you to tell me how you guys met.
So I was in Midtown, and like I barely even have time to go out with friends and all that. But it was a really close friend's birthday, so I went to get some drinks for the first time in ages, and I saw this beautiful woman who it seemed like every other guy in the bar was either intimidated by or too shy to talk to.
No, they just wasn't fucking with her because they felt her bad energy, bro. You just picked wrong, player. Don't you get it? He said all the other men were intimidated by her, or they were scared to talk to her. That's what she told you after you were the one idiot in the room that didn't read that this bitch ain't shit, basically. But I'm just saying. Pack the moon, though. Everybody else, and he's saying to her, "Wow, you're so beautiful. Why weren't other guys talking to you? Why did you talk to me?" She said, "Oh, they're just intimidated by me. They were scared to approach me." She put that thought in this goofy motherfucker's head. Look at this guy. He has no self-confidence. That little bit of confidence. He said, "Well, nobody's talking to her. Let me give it a shot." Nigga, you wildin'. Nobody was fucking with her because they read her card. And you don't have the ability to read a bitch before you pull up. That's the problem with this guy. But I digress.
I thought, what the hell? Why not? and she was, minding her own business. And I asked her, her name, Alicia, and I thought that's a beautiful name. And even despite how loud it was in the bar, we were still able to talk a little here and there. And I got her number, and she had to go. And so we kept talking after that for a little bit. And then like a week later, I asked her, you want to go out? To this restaurant.
Yeah.
And I told her it would be a surprise.
Oh, what a nice guy. He was gonna go all out the first time. Right. And since he said it was gonna be a surprise, she decided, holy shit, this might be lit. Let me get my little social media popping and all that. And that's where the shit went left. That's what I'm thinking from my independent smoke investigation.
And maybe that might be a problem on my part. It might have raised the expectations a little bit, but I guess the surprise ended up being Cheesecake Factory, where
right.
The original surprise was.
I want to get to that. You had something else planned for her, right?
Yeah.
Because of how the evening went, the Cheesecake Factory happened, right?
Yeah.
So
can I just say before I love the Cheesecake Factory, and it's a place that I've gone to for like every birthday. So like it wasn't just like a random restaurant to me. It was also like a place that I've gone with my family throughout my entire life, and I love Cheesecake Factory.
So you didn't. So obviously the because you guys were late, she wasn't ready. You weren't able to take her to the restaurant that you wanted to take her to. You figured I can't go wrong with the Cheesecake Factory, right?
Yeah.
It's my old birthday restaurant,
It's my lucky.
She'll love it.
And that's the lucky spot too. Apparently.
Lucky spot. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll come back to that. Well, no, I'm kidding with you.
Okay.
Alicia.
Yeah.
So Jay, you see Jay walking up to you in the bar, say Midtown. He's walking up to you. He's going to talk with you. There are other guys around you. Did you notice those guys probably want to talk to you? Did you see that?
Yes, I did.
So what made you say, okay, I'm going to give this guy a chance? What was it about him?
Well, he was bold enough to come up and talk to me for
Confidence,
one.
okay.
So yes, I definitely am attracted to confidence. He just seemed like he had a pure heart. He was, very thoughtful, engaging. I mean, the only he won me over. He did win me over, but I'm a tall woman, and so there wasn't necessarily like that immediate attraction. But as we began to talk, it was really his heart that made me say, I'll give this guy a try.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that where you draw your line? Is that typically you don't date guys who are guys have to be at least your height or taller before you would date them?
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, I understand that. That probably makes it difficult finding someone suitable for yourself. You are what, 6'1", 6?
I'm almost 6'1", yes.
Almost 6'1". Wow. So that means let's see, 14.5% of men are at least 6 feet, right? But that next 2 inches for you to find someone taller than you, that's 3.6% of men in the entire world that are tall enough that are they're at least 6'2". Is that discouraging?
I mean, I only need one.
You need one, but he needs to be that height. He needs to make the resources, right?
Yeah.
He needs to be funny. He needs
Provider.
to be charismatic. He needs to be disciplined. That doesn't discourage you.
Tony
but no, I mean,
an optimist.
The logically speaking, I understand what you're saying. I've heard this many times. But I haven't given up on I hadn't given
provider.
up. But I'm actually open. I really enjoyed our conversation, so I would consider.
Well, sure, and I was going to commend you for that. I didn't see it as a. I know you're saying that they have to be that height, but it seems that you are willing to, make an exception, just like you did for Jay here when he walked up and he had the confidence of a 6'2" man. You were willing to at least hear what he had to say, and that's a good thing, because it may not be the cookie cutter thing that you plan out. So if we're going to look for a happy relationship, a harmonic one that gives our children and our lineage what they need for years and generations to come, right? We may have to make an exception or two, right?
Yeah. Sometimes it's not what we want, it's what we need. And we have to
Yeah.
be more open to what we need.
That's absolutely true. I was going to say, when it comes to how we date, I think a lot of it is just the information that we have, right? So what I noticed from yours and Alicia's conversation, Jay, is that you had a different view of altogether of what dating should look like leading up to a relationship, and she had a different view. And now,
like, what I should say is, I mean, at the very end of the day, like, I understand dating in America is different from where my family's from, and in a way, like, it's perfectly fine to have those views and to think of dating differently. I just think, for me, I have a very specific criteria, and it's not a long list of criteria, but it's just certain values that I
Well, I think a lot like you. That's why the video stood out to me. I believe relationships should be harmonic. They should be for a reason. So I believe in dating with intent, right? But many people in our generation today, they see dating as something that's just fun. They don't see it as a way to establish a healthy relationship. And that's what I was going to say. There's almost little to no understanding as to what dating should look like when you're trying to establish an intent for a meaningful relationship. And I think that's the biggest problem. It's not so much that people are necessarily selfish or entitled. It's more so that they don't know what they're looking for, right?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Oftentimes we think we know, but we really don't.
Right. Right. So when he asked you the question, you expect men to go all out on a date, huh? You said absolutely. If he likes her, he should present that, right?
Yes.
He should lead and be masculine. He should be willing to pay for the meal, show up on time, open doors for her, the whole nine. But when he asked you, what does a woman expect you to do? You said, look good, be there. And that's where the
disconnect was.
Absolutely. Because there should be things that a woman should do, right? So if you've thought about that, could you tell me some of what you think now, if he were to ask you that question today?
Sure. If you think about, watching the video, it's like, how do you expect this person to keep giving, and you're not giving anything back?
Okay. I've had enough of this shit. It's getting a little bit boring to me right now. But ultimately, at the end of the interview, let's fast forward. Let's get to the end.
I hate this. I hate every part of it. It's such a PSA. It's so this. I don't like this at all, because I mean, I know
Publicity stunt, all of that other shit, cap, actor, actress,
yes,
and a dashiki, like a diamond polka dot fake dashiki cut type of thing with the little bongo hat to go with it.
Because why are we okay, so let me put it like this. How many people you know who are narcissistic, right? You show them the error of their ways and they change.
Was she just faking it from the beginning? Was she just caught
don't
capping?
happen overnight. So if she's faking it from the beginning, then the whole thing is cap. It's terrible. And then I don't like, just me. I'm just it makes me feel icky watching it.
Totally scripted. It reads scripted.
Because it's like he's the Indian guy who came from India. He came from India to America for a better life
America.
For his generations, and he just wants a good woman. And he had a choice, but he was strong enough to break those bonds and those chains of typical life. And here's a Black American woman who has the attitude. She's tossing her hair back, and then she thinks she's better.
So in other words, it's an assassination attempt on the Black woman's character.
It's not an assassination attempt on, because I talked about the Indian
and a fake come into America style skit.
I'm just a whole
wrapped up into one.
Dating. I think it's a PSA on dating, and to not be so judgmental when you go out on dates. Yes. Okay. Well, the lesson is just it's so brutal, because it perpetuates the stereotype that this is what women are. This is exactly what women do. So let's say it's not cap. Yes, it still perpetuates that whole thing of that this is how we are. And here's this guy, and even how they met, like this is the fairy tale. It was in a crowded bar. And then she was just sitting there with her drink in her hand, and she had all these suitors to talk to. It's just so fake. And then nobody came, and he came, and she.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. You're not supposed to run up on a bitch in the bar if she's surrounded by a bunch of motherfuckers. Supposed to wait till the
He
bitch
did.
alone, and then you slide up over there, nice
And
and
you slide
smooth,
in,
like
and she
homie
gave
did.
him the attention because he was so kind and
But
so
she was
patient.
just whack though.
Yeah.
She was just not the one to slide up on. But I'm just
It
saying,
just seems like a
you know,
PSA for dating. It's definitely. I mean, I'm
I don't
happy
know.
it happened because if it's not Cap, then this is a PSA, and hopefully young people will listen to it. And I don't know,
That
like,
was dating. Young people aren't dating anymore. You see, they were grown folk. They wasn't young kids. They weren't in their 20s, obviously.
do we know
They
that?
looked in their mid-30s from their look. They didn't appear to be in their 20s.
They're young, even if they're in their 30s. They're young to me. 30.
Early 30s, but I'm just saying, generally speaking, they look in their early to mid-30s. Like, they didn't look like young folk, like teeny boppers. They weren't dressed like teeny, like you know what I'm saying? They weren't dressed like young kids, like in their early to mid-20s. They
Okay.
didn't seem like they were trendy as far as the fashions that they had on. Because I'm reading the whole people the whole time we're watching this. So I'm trying to read the clothes, the whole get up, the
Well,
hairstyles. You understand what I'm saying? So they didn't
whatever
seem
their
like they
age
were
is a
trendy.
very nice story for dating.
Is it? Okay. These young people don't give a damn about this. Exactly.
They do because
So,
they're
yeah.
looking at this. This lady's viral. Of course,
They're not dating. No, this seems to be amongst probably millennial and better. This is probably not viral amongst people in their young 20s because they're not dating like that. Like in their young
no,
20s
this is,
like that.
and that's my point. This is viral for a reason.
Yeah,
That's my point.
amongst
This is why
slightly older folk is what I'm saying. Probably not viral amongst 20-year-olds. Probably 30 and above. I'm just saying, for people that are dating are probably in their 30 and above.
it's a
But whatever.
TikTok viral.
Okay. So TikTok is only used by people under 30, is what you're saying? TikTok
No,
is used by adults too. I see bitches on there 40, 50 years old still trying to shake their ass and be a thought on TikTok. So TikTok is used by adults as well.
I
So
never
we can't,
said TikTok wasn't
you
used by
know.
adults. I'm just saying
No, since you're saying it's a TikTok, I was thinking, my bad, I interpreted it wrong. I was thinking that you're interpreting that mostly young people use TikTok, which I'm sure the majority is, but there's still a contingency of millions of adults that still participate in TikTok and use TikTok, you know. But if I would guess their age, I would guess early 30s. Early 30s. The girl looked around maybe early 30s as well. If I had to guess. Guessing. What about you guys in the chat? What if you want to
yes,
guess
Charlie
the age?
B. I agree with you. This sounds like a movie deal.
Okay. Room says these people don't give a damn about this. These young people don't give a damn. Yeah, they don't give a damn because they're not dating. They're not not dating. Remember, the hookup culture is popping. It's on social media because I consume more social media than you clearly. They're you see a lot of people complaining that the hookup culture is taking over, men are not dating. So the majority, maybe 51%, not dating like that. Just saying, come through, come to the crib, pull up, Netflix and chill. We're savoring hot dogs and sausage tonight. My bad. But dang.
You hit the wrong one.
Keeping it gangster. No, I'm saying that's keeping it gangster. That's being real. So the game is real out here. They're not even faking the funk no more. You know what it is. You know what I'm saying? They're not doing that. Like women, like, right? They're complaining about the Netflix and chill culture, the hookup culture. Why aren't men dating anymore? Why does everyone want to just hook up? I don't want to come to the house and Netflix and chill. Like you see that on the little advertisements and stuff, and it's kind of hilarious because it's a culture that was created by the women, possibly. Because trust me, men couldn't create that culture. We would have did that a long time ago if we could have. There would be no such thing as dates. Why would we want to spend money if you could just come to the crib and just watch a movie? Like, what the fuck would we have? We would have been did that since way back. So obviously, women created this culture. You know what I'm saying? Why the fuck would we want to spend money on dates when you could just come over, right? So you can't blame this on the men, is what I'm saying in this particular instance. So this time I got you, T-Roni. You can't blame it on the guys with this, right?
You got me. What do you mean?
No, I don't mean I got you, but you usually debunk my shit. So I feel good to get undebunked for a change. Like you got me. Like we kind of agree.
This is
We
opinion
agree.
video. No debunking.
Not debunking, but it's sometimes the shit.
You got it. You got it. You got
turns the good cop, bad cop sometimes. I don't want to be the bad guy all the time. So this may be a good take on something.
I'll let you have that one.
This is a good take on something. Okay, thank you. Because I'm usually giving bad takes, but that's what makes the show, right? You know what I'm saying? My infamous bad takes on shit. So, glad to have a good take for once in a while. You know what I mean?
You got that.
So that's where we at. But we're coming on 2.5 hours.
Ooh.
It's been a great run. You know what I'm saying? We kind of unfair used a lot of shit. So the fair use is just riding the whole episode at this point.
For real?
We kind of used and abused a lot of clip footage and time here. So who knows what's gonna happen with this stream? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like Charlie B says, the hookup culture, man. Yeah. Like
he said thumbs up though. He gave the thumbs up.
that's what I'm saying, man. But look, man. We would have definitely had this popping forever if it was up to us. But ladies set that off. So we shall oblige. Thank you to the ladies that got the hookup culture popping. You know what I'm saying? I want to shout out everybody that came through the joint. We're gonna take it to the top, man. You know what I'm saying? This has been kind of lit, Star Child. We lost you due to connectional issues and all that good stuff. But salute to you, Star Child. Tony D for coming up also. You know what I'm saying?
Banger after banger on the comments.
He was cooking tonight in the chat room. You know what I'm saying? Jazzy P Jones, Bandana Travels. Check them out on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? We had Evan James in the building holding it down heavy. Holding it down heavy. You know what I'm saying? With some very good input in the joint. Romy Rome in the building. Charlie B outside. Check him out on YouTube. Got some new material about the drop. So stay tuned on his joint. Tony D holding it down. You know how we do it. Had Mr. Hernandez himself was in the building. Tony Hernandez with his dude dropped in. Sending a quick shout out. But yeah, we got it in tonight. T-Roni, you have any other we have I hope I'm pronouncing this right. Penish. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Salute. In the building. Early on. Not Tony D. T-Roni, let me bring up the banners. Do you have
Oh yes, sorry. I have
hold on, let me bring up your
go to my Instagram.
Hold on, let me bring it up.
I actually have a link tree now, but I didn't even remember because I haven't used it in a minute. So anyway, if you're going to be in DC next week, Tuesday is the High Heel Race 2023. So just go to HHR 2023 and be a part of that. It's like I said, it's in the streets. We have fun. We have television cameras. We got people running in heels and
in the
streets, yes. And we have a party afterwards. Literally, it's a party. It's just like the last block party of the DC for the season. And the 25th, I'm going to be at the Kennedy Center. We have a free event. Let me get the name of the event. I totally forgot what the name was. It is a fashion show. It's hosted by Pussy Noir. And
Well, who?
Her name is Pussy Noir, and it is a fashion show. It is called The Night Garden. And so I will be a part of that as well. Come see some beautiful pieces, some beautiful fashion art, everything together, looking good. It's a free event at the Kennedy Center. Okay, parking is on your own, but the event itself is free.
Come see some beautiful pieces of pussy.
Stop it. I didn't say
That's the
you
event.
see that.
Hosted by Miss Noir.
Art, right? There you go. Okay.
Right.
So
That sounds lit. That sounds lit. Oh man. Anything else we got? That kind of took the cake right there.
Yes, two more.
Go for
Thanks
it.
to everybody in York, Pennsylvania yesterday who attended at the Impulse of the Chocolate Cover Rocky Horror. We are going to be in Baltimore, back in Baltimore, the 27th and the 28th at the Baltimore Center stage. And I'll mention more again next week. But thanks to everyone in York, Pennsylvania for showing us some love.
Salute to Pennsylvania, man. Lit. T-Roni trinkets, y'all. That's what's up. That's
Kimmy Kelly, you there?
Kimmy.
Here.
Kimmy.
I'm trying to get my.
Kimmy.
I'm setting up my pot of beans. So
Oh, you cooking it on high this time?
yes, I'm putting it on high because he only told me to.
It's only the kidney. It said the kidney beans. So just the kidney.
I think it's some kidney beans up in there though.
Okay. Cook those separate
Yeah.
and mix it in with the rest.
Well,
Too
they all
late.
and that was too much to be separating, T-Roni.
Oh,
It's
you had it
mixed
all mixed
already.
up. Oh, okay. Okay.
I told you it was like a 15 bean bag.
For those who don't know, Kimmy Kelly is about to do it big with her 15 bean slow cookers. Slow
Yeah.
cooker soup. That sounds delicious.
Yeah, yeah.
But
And
make
I
sure you
ain't got
cook
no
it.
meat in it either.
That's a lot of iron in the beans, though, right? Irons provide protein, iron, protein, and all that other stuff in the beans. So make sure you cook it long time for the kidney beans.
It's all that. Yeah.
Lit.
Thank God nobody lives with me with a dog because they'd be farted all about it here.
You got a colonoscopy coming up with something?
Yeah, I think it's just wild under here. Chat is
No,
still,
I
the
don't.
chat is still
Okay.
roasted. It's cooking right now. Charlie V says, "Beautiful pussy noir." Rome says, "That's a hell of a name."
Yeah.
Oh man, Evan James said, "All right, everyone, it's been real. Appreciate the panel and the people in the comments. Salute to you, Evan James."
She making wait, Roby Rose said
Roby Rose says she over here making chicken feet, chicken foot. Salute to the chicken foot.
the chicken foot bean salad.
Oh man, throw a little chicken foot in there. Man,
That's a
on one last note, I want somebody to answer this question for me next week when we come back on. What's the concept of Jamaicans making hot chicken foot soup in the middle of summer at a Jamaican party? Hot soup in the middle of summer at a Jamaican party. All right. Don't answer now, but get back to me next week on this. Because them niggas always got that big, that big aluminum pot, that big 50-gallon aluminum pot.
Pot and the soup pot.
The
Yeah.
motherfucker got the soup in there, and you're like, nigga, it's 95 fucking degrees out here. What the fuck you got a hot soup out this motherfucker for at this party? Yeah, man, soup. You motherfuckers is crazy.
At the party, it was too hot indoors, baby. All right, you said
Hot
next week.
outside barbecue. It'd be like a barbecue outside. The niggas got a hot ass. They got the chicken and the other stuff, but the niggas got a hot ass by the and God forbid you get the scoop that got that foot in there, because that shit spooked the shit out of me one time. I'm just trying to blend in. Fucking give me a joint, I'm gonna got a little bit of my little ex-Jamaican broad, you know what I'm saying? Nigga getting like, come on, get out the soup, man. We gonna get that motherfucking soup.
You gotta eat the foot. You gotta eat that foot.
You know, I'm already kind of, I'm already on one. You know, I'm already lit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga go in there to what's the name? You see that claw come out? I was, oh shit! I didn't spill half of the shit on my joint. Yo, this shit shocked the shit out of me when that claw come up first. Because the spoon, I dug in with the spoon to pull up. I'm thinking I'm gonna get some nice potato or
Get that
something.
meat, that whole bunch of meat. You
And
got
that claw, that motherfucking claw came out the joint first. That shit, oh man, that was my first experience with that motherfucking chicken soup.
Wow.
On that note, I'm out of here, man. Fuck that chicken soup and all that other crazy shit. Sunday Night Smoke Podcast, y'all. We lit. Hold it down. Catch y'all next week, man. We out of here. For real.
I don't know what happened, but look, that's on me. Smoke Sunday Night Smoke Podcast. Go check my boy out. You know what I mean? For sure.
Sunday Night Smoke Podcast. What's up, Sunday Night Smoke?
He's awesome, by the way. He is fun. You and him would get along famously.
One love, y'all. For real. Check y'all next week.
Peace.